With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, this surely turned into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if actually fun as child can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that just unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil's light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and I hope you're all doing well. Today is Thursday the 16th of February 2023. I do hope you're all doing well. I do hope you're ready for a robust game of bingo. Phil is back from his precious day off, and he's been a busy little boy in his day off. He actually fucking bought HBO Max, or well, either him or Kat purchased HBO Max, and that is going to get mentioned at some point today apparently on the show, which is why the centre square for today's bingo shenanigans will be HBO Max. It seems like a good guarantee. So, there's not much to cover basically, you know what I mean? Phil's lost a couple more members. Phil is down to 472 members, so he's a wee bit further away again from hitting that goal. And he's going to run out of time as well because he needs to fucking hit that goal this week at some point, because if he doesn't, that member bomb's going to expire, so he's really going to press home that point. So, yeah, I guess we'll fucking have to wait and see how much Phil begs, I guess. Phil was surprisingly early today. Like, he said good morning at about fucking, 10 whole minutes before he was due to go live. He was there in a reasonable fucking time prepared to start a stream. It was bizarre. It was like so weird seeing Phil turn up early for work for once. Usually it's fucking late, but he was there early and willing to go, and he was fucking just all bright-eyed. I'm fully expecting a very bright and chirpy dark side Phil today, full of energy and vigour, because for some reason he was early today to his own fucking shit, so it was a bizarre one there. But we'll have to wait and see, I guess. We'll see how long that fucking lasts. So yeah, let's spin the wheel and determine what the criteria is for today's bingo card shenanigans. And we'll go over some other things as well. Jeffrey Walsh is asking about members, how many we'll go over that after we sort out the card. So yeah, we'll just spin the wheel for now. Spin, you wee bastard, spin some there. What are you going to land on? Is it going to land on, absolutely. Is it food talk? Is it food talk? Food talk. Yes. We got some food talk. Excellent stuff, because Phil's going to talk about what he ate on his day off, what they fucking door dashed to him fucking self, so that's a guarantee as well. This is a good start. I think we got a centre square which is guaranteed to come in essentially, because he's going to talk about HBO Max, and we have food talk for the criteria for the card as well. So this is going to be one robust game of bingo, people. Now let me just search food talk. So guys, we need a number between 1 and 200. I'm just going to say 1 and 200. Fuck over 19 fucking 1 and 200. So a number between 1 and 200. But that number has to contain the number 6. So I'm ignoring the first few numbers because I don't contain number 6. The first number in chat I saw, which contains the number 6, was Bitchcraft by 56. That was the first number I saw which contains the number 6. So we're going to go to the 56th bingo card that contains the term food talk. So, bear with me while I hold the enter button until I get to the fucking 56th bingo card. Here we go. So the 57th result. Yeah, why were there so many people guessing 26? What the fuck's that about? Well, I say so many people, like 2. I say 2 people guess fucking 26, which is still a hell of a coincidence. But yeah, Heather and Joy Chase, like-minded. But yeah, just so the card on the right hand side here, ladies and gentlemen, is the bingo card for today's game. We've got Phil pigsplaining something. What is Phil pigsplaining something? It is Phil fucking taking an abnormally long amount of time to explain something fairly simple. See, that's a very simple explanation. That wasn't pigsplaining. If it was Phil pigsplaining something, he'd be like, you know, see, back in the day, years ago when I started doing this fucking content, you know, he'd fucking go on and fucking really drag that shit out. You know, that's a pigsplanation. Phil drags the crap out of an explanation, which can be done easily in 1 or 2 sentences. So yeah. Then Phil saying voted, tips, him showing some YouTuber jealousy, and him saying addition. The second row is Phil doing that creepy whisper. Him saying no exaggeration, him doing the food talk, him saying update, and now. The third row is Phil giving the good old prayer hands to chat, him saying good news, him mentioning HBO Max. Dude, and it is what it is. The fourth row is Phil saying new games, goal, him doing a Y or a T pose, him saying friend, as if, and him pointing at the text on the screen. And finally, the final row is Phil giving the good old turbo nose. What are turbo nose? Is when Phil essentially just goes, no, in a very quick manner. He does it sometimes when he gets worked up and agitated, when he disagrees with somebody in chat and he has to fucking debunk them. Him saying likes, him doing some sort of scat talk, him butchering a word, and him saying literally. That is today's bingo card for today. So I think it's a reasonably good card. There's a couple on there that do concern me, I'm not going to lie. Friend is always a risky one. Because, you know, Phil and friends, it's a bit of an oxymoron there. The two of them don't go together, you know? It's like, yeah, the Phil doesn't really have any friends, for fuck's sake. No, that's not a thing. So yeah, who knows if it's going to come in? Fingers crossed it will, but it's got a chance. It's certainly got a chance. You know, I'm pretty... Every single time we play a bingo, I'm always kind of optimistic it has a solid chance of coming in. But it really just depends on how Phil is today and how he's like, and if he's got much to talk about as well. So when Phil doesn't have a huge amount to talk about, and he has to fucking drag out Q&A for like half the goddamn podcast, that is when I think it hurts bingo more than anything else. Because it just means that there's so much dead air in between, you know what I mean? There's less things being said by Phil because he's just stalling, waiting for his chat to fucking provide content for him because he can't think of anything himself to pad out the rest of the fucking time for the podcast to sit on it. It's just, yeah. So yeah, dead air is a fucking killer. You know, Q&A, especially fucking 45 minutes of Q&A, is a bingo killer in my opinion usually. But hopefully he's got plenty to talk about today. He's got HBO Max to talk about, so hopefully fucking binge watch a whole bunch of shows they can fucking wax lyrical about and go on and on about them on his dumbass wee fucking podcast. So is Phil's not... Well, he's still fucking waiting to start, so it's still quite early even for him. But yeah, the bingo card has been saved, so fantastic stuff. Now, I had a question there, I can't remember, I think it's Jeffrey Walsh that asked it earlier on about Phil's memberships. He is due to lose 10 more next couple of days. So he's already lost a couple, as you've seen here. He's at 472 members. He's not due to lose a couple more, or any more, until the 19th of February. Well, at some point on the 19th. So really, I think, even though I say the 19th of February, we won't see that fucking loss until the 20th of February. Because usually things going to kick in and get updated by Phil a day later. Throughout the 19th of February, Phil is going to lose between 10 and 18 members. So the green column is what was gifted to him, and the other column is essentially the total members that Phil has gained overall. So 8 people, by their own volition, chose to become a member, apparently. So that's why it's 18, so it's like 10 gifted and 8 others decided by themselves, I want to become a member of DSP Gaming. So we have potential there for a drop, for sure. So, but that's not until the 19th, 20th, you know what I mean? So for the next couple of days, if there's any drop-offs in memberships, it's not from gifted members expiring, it's basically from people just not renewing it themselves at their end. So there you go. And there you go. For people that are wondering about the memberships, that's the latest on that. So yeah, Phil's still in his chat, just chilling away with his fucking audience, but he's not really doing or saying fucking much. In case you're wondering what was tweeted, not much. Phil kind of went a bit viral, semi-viral, but not for the right reasons. The Twitter handle Ordinary Gamers had a go at him. I'll see if I can find it. Did I say it? Yeah. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if a lot of people saw this, but Ordinary Gamers had a go at mocking Phil. So he said, haven't really checked on Phil in years, but it's laughable that he gets on a high horse when all his content really is firing up OBS and hitting start streaming for a few hours a day and bumbling at video games, then mass uploading it. And then he says in a follow-up tweet, while his point isn't wrong, tons of vapid shit gets uploaded without any care. He's the last one that should be getting on his high horse and pretending his content is a AAA production Lamau. So yeah, and that was I see that's quite a viral tweet there from Ordinary Gamers. Almost over 1,600 likes, put it that way, quite a lot. And Phil, as far as I'm aware, did not even respond or acknowledge it, so he just said they got HBO Max. Fucking hooray for that. Ah, fuck, every time I go to check, I don't think Phil responded. Yeah, as far as I can tell, Phil did not respond whatsoever to that tweet. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so let's, what else is there? I don't think there's anything else from Phil's day off to cover, essentially. So yeah, but I'll just get set up the card. Let me get the bingo card all set up for you guys. You guys all know the drill. If you guys aren't aware of the drill, if this is like your first time here and you're brand spanking new, first of all, welcome to DSP Bingo, and I do hope you can comprehend the words coming out of my mouth and, you know, in a rapid manner. I do try best to try and be comprehensible to foreign ears, you know, but sometimes I forget. Oops. And so yeah, DSP Bingo. What is this? It's basically us covering Phil's Level 1 podcast. It's all fucking me pre-gaming show. And we play bingo because of it. It's the easy way. It's the best way to try and endure Phil's fucking boring ass 90-minute rambling. We play bingo from this, and yeah, if I actually get 25 out of 25 on this card, somebody can win a prize. Actually, it's amazing that someone can actually win money from me for fucking watching Phil and playing bingo along with that. It's just bizarre, I know. But yeah, I do this because people are very supportive of me on here when we do the bingo, so I give back to you guys whenever I can, and the best way to do that is by doing it through bingo. If we get a full house, one of you guys can win from it, you know what I mean? So it's a win-win for everyone, especially if Phil gets a full house. So yeah, 25 snorts from Phil equals free space. It's free space, that's a fucking word I was looking for, free space. So if Phil snorts 25 times, that is a free space for our card. If Phil burps 10 times, that is also a free space for our card. And those double up as well, so if Phil has a lot of snorts and does it like 50 times, that's 2 free spaces, and so on and so on. And 100 likes as well. If Phil gets 100 likes before recording for gameplay, and he blows bubbles for his audience, that is also a free space for our bingo card. And also this very stream right here. If for whatever reason we somehow get 100 likes on the stream, that is also a free space. It is the one way where you guys can actually control whether there's a free space or not for a bingo game. And sometimes it matters, sometimes free spaces absolutely matter. So, there we go. Bill Braska says, sup chat, hey, on recovery from surgery, hope this isn't a trash fire. Jesus, another one. I do hope you're okay, Bill Braska, it wasn't anything, you know, major, because we had a Black Mage the other day who had like a stomach biopsy and they were fucking struggling. That's another detractor now. So Bill Braska now recovering from surgery as well. Wrist surgery, nothing major. As long as you're okay, pal, as long as you're okay. But yeah, so, that's a few detractors, you know, going under the knife lately just for various reasons, you know what I mean? We're walking wounded here, but we still persevere and carry on detracting. Can you imagine Phil with like a fucking like requiring surgery? He fucking breaks down when he gets a fucking paper cut. And yeah, he's like, I don't know if I can continue, guys. My finger's bleeding profusely. I got a paper cut. Fuck the fuck off, Phil. Get the fuck on with it. Oh man, just yeah, that's filthy. But yeah. So the bingo card is all set up, as you guys can see. I think it's a pretty strong one. And yeah, just waiting for Phil to properly begin. He could start any fucking time now. It's fucking hard to tell. He's kind of random like that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that happened. Black Mage is saying my stomach hole still hurts, just as an update. Generally stomachs don't have holes in them, so I'm not surprised that it still fucking hurts, but that's... I do hope, man, I do hope they give you good painkillers, man. I really do, man. That's brutal. That's so brutal, man. That, yeah. No, there was a contest or anything. Also, did which detractors had the most suffering and pain. Because really, if we're going to come about it that way, there is only one king of suffering in the detractor universe, and that is War Dog Leader. He was officially crowned by DSP as the king of suffering. Nobody can take that title away from War Dog Leader. Okay? So you guys can all be sore from your recovery, surgeries, not shit, you know what I mean? But still, the fact of the matter is the king of suffering is and forever will be War Dog Leader, as bestowed upon him by Darkside Phil. I like how I'm saying that, but some of you guys might not even be aware of what the fuck I'm talking about. Just that is like old detractor lore. This is like when Leanna dumped Phil, and Phil was feeling sorry for himself. Some of you guys might not even be aware what Phil was like when he was doing that shit. But yeah, it was fucking hilarious, man. I mean, at the time it was like ridiculous seeing Phil do that, but yeah, it was yeah. Phil feeling sorry for himself because he got his arse dumped was incredible. If you guys went around to fucking experience that shit, that was an experience and a half. Seeing Phil try his absolute best. Like, Phil would fucking say weird things like, I done my own laundry and I got the blood pumping. You know what I mean? His adrenaline was rushing because he'd done his own laundry. And it shows you how much of a fucking man-child Phil is, that he had not really been done this before ever. It was crazy. Oh yeah, give more border stride. I got tweeted that earlier on by someone else. Actually, I think it was Kyle Denson sent me a message on Twitter saying that Susan, YouTube Susan, the person that runs YouTube Susan, I can't pronounce that surname, that Wojcicki surname. I don't understand that surname at all. But yeah, the YouTube CEO Susan is stepping down, and Phil, we wonder if Phil knows about it. He's probably going to mention it in some capacity. But apparently, Susan is going to step down from YouTube. DSP Gaming, as you can see in the chat there, I caught my seltzer before it exploded. That was close, almost a big mess. Phil's life is, as usual, 100 miles a fucking minute. It never calms down for him. It's like non-stop excitement in the Burnell household in that snort fort. Jesus Christ, man, such a boring fuck. But, so yeah, what's the other news I saw? I saw other news. Somebody, D-Dog, actually D-Dog messaged me as well. He added my handle on Twitter about something about Act 360 or something. Actually, I can check, actually, because I've got fucking YouTube right here, sorry, the Twitter right here. So hold on, we'll fill the screen for a second. But, yeah, D-Dog said, can Section 230 be reversed, making DSP have YouTube shut down? I'm not actually, I don't have time to look into this. I don't know what the fuck it is. Don't know if I can see it because I'm not contains the site. What the fuck is Section 230? I'm not entirely sure what the fuck it is. So that fucking Cancun, you know, native Ted Cruz is looking for clarity from some of the biggest social media and internet companies on how they use algorithms to select content for which users engage, primarily regarding conservative voices. I mean, that's... Look, the more you fucking check out content, the more you'll fucking see it. That's just generally what I thought, you know? I don't know, fuck it. Who knows if I was going to fucking mention that? You know, it's like with politics sometimes. Sometimes they'll get into it and sometimes they fucking won't. As you guys can see, Phil's about to begin the show right fucking now. Dumbass little intro is playing. Remember, guys, if I'm missing anything in the card, please tag me in chat and let me know. I don't try and miss things in the card. It just happens sometimes because I am a stupid bastard. 25 out of 25 means you guys can win a prize. Fingers crossed, here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Level 1 podcast. We're busy having fun down here on Level 1, and welcome to a brand new streaming week here on DSP Gaming. How are you? I hope you all had a good day yesterday, because yesterday was my day off from streaming. I was not here, and because I was not here, I don't know what you guys were up to. You certainly weren't here watching my streams. Maybe you were watching my on-demand videos, in which case, thanks if you did. Man, I was busy. I was busy out and about doing tons of stuff. And we'll talk about that today on the show for sure. As you know, whenever I come back from a break, I've got a lot to talk about. Today's no exception. Today, just in summary here, we're going to be talking about my day off yesterday and a bunch of stuff that happened. We're going to be talking about tomorrow, which is a big day because it's the first official day for kind of the new show on DSP Reacts, my new YouTube channel. We're going to see how that goes. We've got game news that's been happening all over the internet, and we got a few different various stories to cover, you know, schedule updates and the like. We got a lot to talk about today, okay? So I hope you're all in a good mood. Today is Thursday, the 16th of February, 2023, and wow, variety day for sure. Like I said, whenever I come back from a day off, it seems like we've got a ridiculous amount of stuff to cover on the show, so I feel like we should just jump into it and hit the ground running. So, what do we start with? What would you like to start with, right? I mean, we got so much to talk about. I guess we'll just start at the beginning, which means we should talk about yesterday. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a little segment that I like to call Phil's Day Off. Now, of course, I don't have that much to talk about, only because I don't live the most eventful life. It's not like I went skydiving or rock climbing, or I didn't fight off a zombie horde yesterday. But yesterday was my day off for the week, and this was a day where my wife and I had planned to do quite a lot of stuff together, because we haven't had like a day out together in a while. Even though we have days off together, usually we end up staying home and relaxing. But yesterday was the day when we wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day, even though it wasn't Valentine's Day. You know, Valentine's Day was Tuesday, but our day off together this week was Wednesday. So we had actually made a dinner reservation at a restaurant, okay? Now, we had made the reservation about 2 weeks ago, and my wife had made the decision that she wanted to kind of go on the earlier side. So I think our reservation was for like 4:30 in the afternoon. Now, you may say, now, wait a minute, 4:30 in the afternoon, that's way too early for dinner. But you have to understand, our usual schedule is that we eat dinner around 4:30 in the afternoon. You know, get up in the morning, eat breakfast, get ready for the stream, do my entire first stream, which ends around 4 o'clock, and then she makes dinner for between 4:30, 5 p.m., and that's when we eat our dinner usually every day. So this timing kind of made sense for a normal day for us. So we actually had a reservation at a local Italian restaurant. Not to say that there are that many great Italian restaurants around here. There actually are not. I've actually criticized the food out here in Washington State ever since I moved here 9 years ago, that there just isn't a lot of Italian, and the Italian that's out here isn't too authentic. But we were looking forward to this. This is a restaurant we've been to quite a few times. Well, I don't say quite a few times, maybe 3 times, 4 times since she moved here in 2018. But the problem was COVID kind of screwed everything up. All right, to basically make a long story short, when COVID happened and everything closed down, we basically got out of the regular rhythm of going out to restaurants and the like. And like I said, a lot of the times now we end up just ordering in. So this is actually a special thing. You know, this Italian restaurant has a good atmosphere. We're thinking it would be kind of romantic to go there and have a nice, basically like a date day out, okay? So we had made this reservation, but then we had all these other things to do during the day as well, because as you know, as I've told you guys many times, our day off isn't just, oh, Phil and Kat just go out and have fun all day. No, it's our day to do all the errands and things that you need to do on a day when, you know, you're not working. And so we had to go grocery shopping and then come home and unload all those groceries and put them away. We had to go get some pet supplies for Jasper during the day. We had to go Costco. We haven't been to Costco in a little over a month, and we were running low on a lot of the different commodities and supplies in the house. Plus, you know, when we go to Costco, we get some good stuff. You know, various breakfast things. Like we got muffins this time. And, you know, usually Kat will get some snacks or things for us. Like this time she picked out some good frozen ramen bowls that you can make.
Money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage, for the super chat. It says they ate so early because that was a rental time for the crane to get her out the house. You're a bad man. You're a very bad person, Black Mage. How dare you be so cheeky? Jesus, man. That was a rental time for the crane to get her out the house. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know, I mean, it's actually not that unusual to have dinner sometimes that early. It just depends on what your schedule is like. Some people just have to make do and do what they need to fucking day and work around it, you know? Like, yeah, it's bizarre that, well, it is a bit early, yes, but it's not that unusually early. Most restaurants take dinner reservations between, like, you know, 4 and, like, 7:30, 8. It's that kind of window. Dinner reservations can be you know, enjoyed usually in restaurants between like 4 and 7 p.m, maybe even 8 p.m. some places. Yeah, so it's not a big fucking deal in my opinion. But yeah, Phil likes to fucking make a big deal. You guys might think that's early. This is like I'm saying, it's not a big fucking deal, but Phil has to explain it as to why it is a big fucking deal and why it's not actually that strange for him and all shit. It's bizarre. But yeah. I cannot help but wonder the size of Kat now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a shame no detractors were on the lookout. for Phil to, the other day, just so we can get a recent picture of Kat, we have no idea what she looks like anymore these fucking days. Is she the size of a fucking small planet? Has she actually lost some weight again? We don't understand. We don't know. It's just bizarre.
Usually Kat will get some snacks or things for us. Like this time she picked out some good frozen ramen bowls that you can make. You just put some water in them and you put them into your microwave and it ends up like really good, tasty ramen bowl. It's not that instant ramen stuff. It's not salty at all. It's actually very tasty and savory, sweet. So anyway, we knew we had to do that. And so we're getting, we're in the morning, we eat breakfast first, and then we're getting ready. My wife's getting ready to go out or whatever, and I'm running around the house doing various things, cleaning and basically getting ready to go out. So we finally get out by like the early afternoon. Okay.
Hold on. What? Let's hold the fuck on. Early afternoon. Wait, so they wake their ass up at like, 10 or whatever. And he says he's doing various things around the house, like cleaning or whatever. And then they finally get out of the fucking house at the earliest time, so early afternoon, at the earliest, and it's like 12. What? So you just like did nothing for like 2 hours apart from stuff your face full of food for breakfast. And then they finally got out of the fucking house at like 12 or 1 or something. To me, early afternoon, the earliest I could fucking possibly be is 12:1. And so it just really caught me off guard. I thought, okay, Phil got out nice and early for his big day off.
Not salty at all. It's actually very
Let's see it one more time. This explanation.
Savory, sweet. So anyway, we knew we had to do that. And so we're getting, we're in the morning, we eat breakfast first. And
so, okay, you fucking stuff your face full of food in the morning, breakfast, okay.
And then we're getting ready,
Okay, you get ready. That usually doesn't take too long, especially for men. Men fucking, for me anyway, I take like fucking 5-10 minutes to get ready. Most of them easy as fuck to get ready, but I know some people do put more effort into like, getting ready, I mean. And it's not just a gender thing as well. I've known guys that take fucking forever to try and get their hair sorted. I don't give a shit.
My wife's getting ready to go out or whatever, and I'm running around
my wife's getting ready to go out and whatever, and Phil's running around the house.
Doing various things. Cleaning and...
Cleaning?
Basically getting ready.
Basically getting ready. So Phil's also doing various things around the house, cleaning apparently, while getting ready. Cleaning what, Phil?
Ready to go out.
I'll tell you what, you've not fucking cleaned anything in your fucking office. Look at the state of that microphone. Look at that goddamn microphone, it's still got fucking several layers of fucking dust on it. So if it was fucking cleaning, it certainly wasn't cleaning that fucking office, I'll tell you that much now.
So we finally get out by like the early afternoon. Okay.
Fuck me.
And we go grocery shopping.
Money,
And
money,
we...
yeah, money, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Evil AJ, the immortal Evil AJ himself. He who created This Is How You Don't Play. Thank you very much for the tip. Very generous tip as well, £20 tip. Don't have anything witty to say, but here you go. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Evil AJ. I do hope you're enjoying yourself, by the way, and enjoying the bingo. And I saw a tweet from you the other day about Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't want to get the information wrong here, so let me go to Twitter and refresh my memory. But it was like the anniversary of this Metal Gear Solid 2. But I can't mind how long it was. I'll just type your name in here and find your ass. I'll just find it. 10 years ago today. This is like the other day. Yesterday. Evil AJ tweeted this. I forgot to... Okay, how did I forget to like it? I seen it as well, but I forgot to like it. 10 years ago today. This Is How You Don't Play Metal Gear Solid 2. 754,000 views. Can you imagine what Phil would be like if he got those kind of views these fucking days? He'd be fucking masturbating out of sheer joy. Oh my god, but yeah, you go. 10 years ago today, Evil AJ dropped that fucking video and the fucking DSP Detractor universe was forever fucking changed. This Is How You Don't Play, to me, got a lot, in my opinion, it got a lot of people into detracting. It certainly got me into paying close attention to Phil. That's for damn sure, you know what I mean? So thank you very much, Evil AJ, for, all those years ago doing that. I do appreciate the tip. Thank you very much. But yeah, show us, for some of the new detractors, show Evil AJ some love. And, you know what I mean, he's made some robust content over years. And the last I heard, he's trying to get his own computer sorted because he's trying to get back into like doing things again. Like, he's actually, this is a hell of a good wee setup here, actually. Fuck me. Look at this shit here. this is looking good. He played the Street Fighter beta for a good amount of time. Second at picking a fair bit of drive impact system. To be fair, you're not alone. Phil would agree with you, amazingly. Phil would actually agree with you. But yeah, I do hope you're all doing well. And yeah, guys, if you're new detractors, I'll check out Evil Age's robust content from over the years. You know what I mean? I really do enjoy especially the second and the third. This is how you don't play. Like the Metal Gear Solid 3, this is how you don't play. It's like 2 or 3 hours long, but it's absolutely worth it, you know what I mean? It's incredible. Metal Gear Solid 2, I think this is how you don't play, is only like an hour long, which is still a good hour, you know what I mean? It's still enjoyable. But yeah, I would highly recommend the Metal Gear Solid, this is how you don't play. They're certainly mandatory reviewing if you're a detractor, in my opinion. So thank you once again for the tip, Evil Age, I do appreciate it.
We get the groceries home, and we're unpacking, and we're heading out again. And as we're heading out again, we're already looking at the clock.
Oh, big fucking deal, Phil. Evil AJ says, I should be back sometime between April and June if everything works out. Fingers crossed, pal, fingers crossed. Thanks again for that, for the tip, but yeah, that's good to know. But it's funny as well, because I was just randomly watching Phil do Metal Gear Solid stuff as well the other day. It's just bizarre. It's just like, his brain cannot comprehend the controls. Even though, I know the controls from Metal Gear Solid 2 weren't fucking amazing, but you think you would get used to them after a while. He didn't. It's fucking bizarre.
And the clock already, it's like between 2 and 2:30. And we're like, you know, our dinner's at 4:30. We're supposed to, just think about this. We got to go to Costco. We got to go to the pet store.
You probably should have fucking left the house earlier then, Phil. Why did you wait until early afternoon to get your fucking arses at the fucking door? You knew dinner was at 4:30. You booked it 2 weeks ago. Well, Cat booked it. Phil already fucking threw Cat under the bus. Cat booked dinner 2 weeks before us for fucking 4:30 PM because that's the usual din times for Phil Burnell. He cannot deviate from his fucking scheduled dinner time of 4:30 PM. So they knew they had a dinner reservation at 4:30 to fucking make. So they could have fucking went and left the house earlier than usual to try and make sure all the fucking day off, chores were done. All the shopping was done. All the pet supplies were bought. All the Costco stuff was done. No, they left early afternoon. They gave themselves such a small, narrow-ass window to get shit done. I'm triggered by Phil's fucking irresponsibility here and not making sure they're ready to fucking get their asses out of the house and get all that shit done. I'm going to rewind this a wee bit. Hold on.
We get the groceries home.
Yes.
And we're unpacking, and we're heading out again. And as we're heading out again, we're already looking at the clock. And the clock already, it's like between 2 and 2:30. And we're like, you know, our dinner's at 4:30. We're supposed to, just think about this. We got to go to Costco. We got to go to the pet store. There was a few other things that we wanted to do during the course of the day. Like, for example, we wanted to go get some candy. There's actually a really nice candy store near us. And we haven't gotten candy from this store in several years. And we were like, that'd be something nice to do for Valentine's Day. Let's pick out candy, like make our own box of candy that we can have together. It's kind of romantic. But we have all this stuff we want to do, and we only have like an hour and a half to do it because to get to the restaurant, it's going to take about a half an hour to drive from where we are to this restaurant. And so we're basically on the way to do all this stuff. And my wife says, you know, I don't think this is going to happen. She says, how are we going to do all this in this limited amount of time? And I'm like, well, I guess you're right. But then what are we going to cut out? Well, pet store. Well, Jasper needs his supplies, right? Candy store. Well, we can cut out the candy store, but that was a specific thing we wanted to do this week for Valentine's Day. It makes sense to do it.
You get what I'm fucking saying by Phil just like padding it. His days are so mundane and fucking boring, but he still drags the explanations out ridiculously long. Most normal people would tell you, look, we're going to go to the grocery store, we're going to go to the pet store, we're going to go to fucking Costco as well, and we're also going to go to some kind of candy shop just to celebrate Valentine's together. But we ran out of fucking time, so we didn't do whatever. No, Phil has to fucking just really drag the shit out of this goddamn boring ass day of an explanation. Is he trying to put everyone to fucking sleep? Is he really fucking doing that? The amazing thing, I don't understand why his audience are enthralled with these fucking mundane, boring ass explanations of his fucking empty, pathetic little life. Big fucking deal. So Phil's day is not fucking filled with going skydiving and rock climbing and all that shit. It doesn't mean you fucking have to drag out the details of your boring ass mundane life anyway. Just fucking keep it brief and to the fucking point. Impolite Canuck thinks he's going to cut out a dinner. Let's find out.
Costco? Well, if we cut out Costco, now we're going to run out of all the stuff in the house that we need, and it's just going to cause problems. And we're like, oh my God. So basically, we kind of talked in the car and we decided, you know what? We kind of goofed. We shouldn't have made our reservations for the restaurant so early. If we were going to do it.
No, you should have left home to take care of the things you needed to do earlier than the early afternoon. You knew you had a fucking busy day. You knew your day was going to be quite a fucking busy one. You knew the time with the fucking dinner. You knew when it started. Oh my fucking God, why? Phil is not only irresponsible with financial management, he is also irresponsible with time management, which is bizarre to me because the guy is so fucking artistic towards a schedule. He is adamant at sticking to this schedule for time and everything. He doesn't want to fucking deviate from these schedules whatsoever. You would think he'd be in a lot better control with time.
You know, a day out reservation like we did, we should have definitely done it for later. And, you know, worst case scenario, let's say, for example, we did our reservations for 6 or 6:30, and we're like starving.
Oh my fucking God, we're like starving. Oh my fucking God, even after they had fucking breakfast in the morning, we skipped lunch and we're starving. Oh my fucking God. You know, it's funny. Everybody remember El Crimson King, who did an animation for the hospital story? I'm just thinking of that kind of Phil, starving in the hospital, waiting for fucking food, eating Liana's fucking saltines or whatever. Jesus Christ. That's all. As soon as Phil was saying, "Oh, worst case scenario, we were starving," I'm just thinking of that little image of El Crimson King's fucking Phil. Damien Anderson says every business opens 6 to 8 a.m, but it's clearly not enough time in a day when you're Phil Burnell. But he didn't even fucking leave his house until early afternoon. Most businesses were open for several fucking hours before they fucking left the snort fort. Ah, Christ, man.
Because it took so long to get to that time frame. We could have got a snack.
Oh my fucking God. You're gonna ruin your dinner. You're gonna ruin your dinner by having a snack. Okay, Bill.
Right? We were already out. We could have went somewhere and got a snack or a drink or whatever and held us over for a later dinner.
Held us over. Held us over. We survived. We fucking survived. We went an extra 2 hours without having dinner. But we survived because we had a snack. Oh my fucking God, never forget. Get the fucking hashtags trending, get the t-shirts made. They survived. They held over.
Which normally we don't do, but, you know, it would have been alright. And we kind of realized, yeah, we kind of goofed. We definitely should have made this reservation for later. But at this point, it's too late. So basically, we made the decision together to not go to the dinner.
Hey, you were right. Who was it suggested again? Was it Canadian Canuck or Austrian Canuck? I can't mind the person's name, sorry. I'm completely forgetting your name. I said it earlier on. Yeah, whoever said I would have just bailed from dinner, you were absolutely correct. Well done. To be fair, a lot of you guys said it, yeah, but Impolite Canuck, that was an Impolite Canuck. A lot of you guys did say it, but Impolite Canuck was the one I read out, so yeah. And that's what I'm saying, after all this fucking fuss about, you know, we're going to do something special for a fucking Valentine's Day, we're going to have it a day late, but we're going to do something special for it. In the end, it looks like they've door dashed after all.
Okay? Instead, we decided to have more of a relaxed day out. And basically just do fun stuff and not have to worry about time elapsing. So we actually did. And actually, I'll be honest with you, I think it worked out better. So we did all the things we wanted to do. We went to the pet store. They had some cute cats up for adoption, and we played with the cats, and we got some things for Jasper. And, you know, my wife wanted to...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Rabies for Super Chat. He says, Phil needs his 3 square meals a day to support his active lifestyle, dude. First of all, I like the spelling of active. You, of course, put in the DSP laugh style of ack for active. Very good. 3 square meals a day. Fuck me, man. I don't usually have 3 square meals a fucking day myself. I'm usually somebody that has either like a breakfast and a dinner or lunch. I'll never usually have breakfast, lunch and dinner. That's just personally me. But I know I know you're not meant to like fucking skip meals, but don't worry, I make up for it. You know, I'm a big fat bastard, so I'm not fucking wasting away. Don't worry about that. But yeah, Jesus, yeah, Phil, I just cannot fucking. He's going to confirm DoorDash. I just know he's going to confirm it. DJ Renault says, in Phil's case, I'd also be worried about food. If the elephant gets too hungry, she might mistake Phil for a snack, and I don't mean the romantic kind. That's very mean, but I certainly appreciate it. If the elephant gets too hungry. Are we just coming up with different fucking animal names to describe fucking cat now? She's gone from horse to elephant to fucking Queen Kong. I heard someone else mention this Queen Kong. Jesus Christ. Review Toilet Paper USA says there's nothing wrong with skipping meals. Sometimes I'll eat one meal a day. Exactly. Sometimes it works for people. Sometimes it's all you fucking need. But yeah, it's I mean, it's not about. I mean, I know there's all sorts of different ways you can fucking do it. As long as you're getting your kind of a decent intake of your calories or whatever, not it's all. I'll say it's all good. But anyway, but I just cannot wait for Phil to confirm DoorDash. Go on, Phil. Please confirm DoorDash for us.
We played with the cats, and we got some things for Jasper. And you know, my wife wanted to go to one of those makeup stores, so she went in there for a little bit and shopped around a little bit. There's a new store in our area, which is very weird. Just listen to this. We live in Washington State, very near to Seattle. This is like liberal central. And what I mean by that is, you know, you see these kind of, a certain kind of people, hipsters, you know, youthful.
I'm sorry. As soon as Phil said certain kind of people, I was just waiting for them to fucking, like, I was just going to add Phil being racist on the card right fucking now. There's a certain kind of people, I was just thinking, oh, here we go again. Phil's about to put fucking racist as all hell, but now he's talking about liberals. And apparently an obvious kind of liberal. One that's easily identifiable by the eyes on sight. The ones that you look at him, he just like Phil's radar for liberals goes off. Starts biting his nails profusely.
People who are into certain kinds of culture and stuff.
Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Vio. Oh my.
Yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Don't know why that played twice, because I think it was only one. That was very strange. Thank you very much to VLX for a super chat, who says King of Racism. Yeah. As I'm saying, like, keep in mind, this is not a detractor thing. Phil Burnell used to have a video series that he made and uploaded on his channel, Top 10 Racist DSP Moments. You would think that would be detractor content. No, it was Phil's own content. And as soon as, over time, he knew, oh, that's actually not allowed anymore, and I don't think he deleted it from his channel, but he certainly made it private. I do wish we had a link to it, you know, just to test it. I wish we had a fucking link to it just to test whether it was actually private or if I actually fucking removed it altogether. But, yeah. That's Phil Burnell for you.
We're very near to Seattle. This is like liberal central. And what I mean by that is, you know, you see these kind of, a certain kind of people, hipsters, you know, youthful people who are into certain kinds of culture and stuff. We found a
youthful people who are into certain kinds of culture. Youthful people who are into certain kinds of culture. This is something that triggers Phil apparently. If you're youthful and you're into certain kinds of culture. I'm trying to. Phil does not elaborate on this. I mean, he elaborates on every boring, mundane fact in his fucking life. But he doesn't elaborate on that. Piggy says Trevor Phillips talk. You know, it's funny, if you ever played GTA 5, Michael calls Trevor a hipster. It's during a mission, like, Michael's like, you know, Michael's like, you are a hipster, and like Trevor's like fucking losing his mind, so, I am not a hipster. It's a very funny fucking part of that game, but yeah. So yeah, Phil hates the youthful people that have appreciation of certain cultures. Confirmed.
Of all things, a store that sells cowboy hats, cowboy boots.
Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Luna Guardian for super chat. It says stationary culture, yeah. That's the kind of culture these youthful people embracing this stationary culture. So apparently Phil is shocked as all hell. What was a store? It looks like a store that sells basically, cowboy boots and cowboy hats. Why is that triggering to liberals? Am I missing something here? DJ Reno says I got a link in Discord. Hold on. Give me a second here. Let me check my Discord. 2 seconds, guys. Oh, there is a link still. Oh, so there is a playlist where all the videos should be, but all the videos are not available. 9, oh that's what it is, look at that shit, guys. Top 10 fan-voted racist remarks of 2010. DSP Gaming made this is not the Detractor channel, this is DSP's channel, he had the playlist saved. 9 unavailable videos are hidden. So I think, see, it's hard to tell if we knew, as I'm saying, if we knew any links to the actual videos, we'd be able to tell whether they're actually removed altogether or if Phil made them private or whatever, but we don't know. I could try and look back on all the tracked videos maybe later on at some point and see if that's a lot of fucking effort. I may have looked into it later on. But yeah, there you go. Thank you very much, DJ Reno, for, as I'm saying, this playlist still exists on DSP Gaming. This is his channel. See? This is his playlist on his channel. Sure, it's fucking empty, but Jesus Christ, man, how many playlists has he fucking got? Fuck me, man. Anyway, cheers for that, DJ Reno. But yeah, I'm so surprised that Phil is acting all so triggered because there's a store that sells cowboy hats. One more fucking time, I'm not going to pause it anymore, just let it play out and let Phil act all triggered.
Which is very weird. Just listen to this. We live in Washington State, very near to Seattle. This is like liberal central. And what I mean by that is, you see these kind of, a certain kind of people, hipsters, youthful people who are into certain kinds of culture and stuff. We found, of all things, a store that sells cowboy hats, cowboy boots, and essentially all kinds of like Western clothing. And we go in there and we thought it was like a discount store. And we walk in there, oh no, everything in that store is pricey. But we're like, what are they doing like out here? Right? Like, of all the places you would think this store exists, this would be the last place you would think would be out here. And they just opened like a couple weeks ago, apparently. And it was funny because, yes, some people are saying, oh, you mean the OJ DSP look with the cowboy hat? No, you guys, basically it's funny. When I walked in the store, the first thought that I had in my head was when I was in Nashville in 2011, and we walked into the cowboy store there, where they sold boots and cowboy hats and all those accessories. It was exactly the same kind of store. And I was like, whoa, I haven't been in a store like this in over a decade. This is wild that this is out here.
But is it though?
So we looked around the store. We didn't get anything. We looked around the store. Honestly, the stuff's kind of nice. Kat was like, wow, I would actually like a nice authentic pair of boots made here. You can see they're real leather boots, very high quality, And I'm looking at the hats. I'm like, yeah, look, a lot of these are incredibly similar to my cowboy hat. And the pricing, I remember when I got my cowboy hat in Nashville, Tennessee, I want to say it was around $100. And it could have been a little more, a little less. I don't remember. I mean, this was over a decade ago. But that's just...
Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Rabies for the super chat. He says, Phil told the owner to go back when he came from. Oh, fuck me, man. When Phil walked in there, I felt he was home. I think. He probably feels more at fucking home in that kind of store than most other fucking places in Seattle, just because he seems to be very aggressive towards the liberal side of things. For Phil, I mean, it's whether you're on one side or the other is not really the point. Phil claims he's a centrist here. Phil claims he's straight in the fucking middle, which he does out of fucking fear of pissing anyone off in his fucking fan base. He does it out of pure fear to not fucking try and present himself either on the left or fucking right. But he clearly has more disdain for the left than the right side of things. That's my interpretation anyway. Agent Proper, how you doing, pal? Prophet says, we have a store that specialises in kilts here in Edmonton, and that's far away from Jadland, Scotland. So what's Phil's point? Phil's point seems to be that, he considers stores with cowboy boots and cowboy hats as conservative, and these places are it's strange when you find these sort of places in a very liberal area like Seattle. That's the fucking point. It's bizarre, I know. So yeah, it's just bizarre. Are liberals not allowed to appreciate cowboy hats and cowboy boots? Is this a thing? I thought. I don't have a fucking clue. But Phil was just obviously associating, cowboy hats and cowboy boots with, the fucking conservative side of things, the right side of things. I don't know. Hey, Stevie Dead, hope you're doing better, pal. In case you're not aware, Stevie Dead has the COVID. Stevie Dead says, I have COVID and feel like shit, so I might zone out or fall asleep at some point. Hey, if you can fucking fall asleep with me droning on, then, congratulations, but I'll do my best to fucking keep you awake, and I'll keep playing noises randomly as well to fucking, try and keep your ass awake. No peace when I'm around, pal.
$100, and it could have been a little more or a little less. I don't remember. I mean, this was over a decade ago. But that's essentially what the pricing of the hats were in this store, too. And they were all authentic, cowboy-style hats, too. And I was like, wow. So this is a neat store.
Cowboy-style hats. I just want to make sure I heard that right.
Authentic, cowboy-style hats.
Fantastic. Guys, I'm going 1.25 speed. Where I've been pausing a lot more than usual. So I'm going at 1.25. We need to fucking catch up.
Too. And I was like, wow, so this is a neat store. They have all kinds of stuff. They have freaking cologne and perfume, belts. You want to get an authentic leather belt that's going to last you years and years and not fall apart? That's the place to get it. Of course, they're pricey as hell, but those are thick-ass leather belts that are not going to just snap like a lot of belts out there today. And then they also have, all these clothing lines. And, I never seen, country western clothing or anything. But some of it's kind of nice, button-down flannel shirts, stuff like that. And a lot of the stuff there, Kat liked the looks of, too. And she was like, wow, this is a store I might like to shop at some point. And now tonight we weren't ready. We didn't have any money or anything to do it. So we're like, now we're not going to get anything here today, but maybe we'll come back here in the future and do some shopping, right? It was wild.
Hold the fuck on. You don't have any money to go shopping at the fancy cowboy store? I want to remind everyone once more that Phil Burnell, on his week of streaming, his one whole week of streaming, all fucking 6 days of it, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th and 14th, Phil was given over $1,300 in tips. As you can see from the bottom right hand corner, this fucking sum of the gross tips that he got given to him, $1,300. He averaged $218 in tips per day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Oh, got a new subscriber. Thank you very much to Koraz EQ for subscribing. Much appreciated. And like earlier on, Platinum Gaming as well subscribed, so thank you very much to them as well.
To find it was just such an oddity that it's here in Washington State. It's like, this should be in Texas. This should be in Nashville. This should be in the South or the Midwest. Why is it here? But it's wild that it is. You got to hope a place like that actually survives. Like, who knows? Will anyone shop there? Or are they going to go out of business within a week? Right? I don't know.
Well, you give them $1,300 in tip, Phil, so go support your local business, pal.
I guess we're going to see, right? Anyway, that was fun. Basically outside of that, we did a few other odds and ends. And then so basically, it was much later than we thought. Originally we thought we were going to eat at 4:30. It was probably like 5:36, and we're on our way home. And we decided to go to our favorite sushi restaurant, which is actually incidentally on our way home. And we ordered a big thing of chicken teriyaki, which actually comes with soup and salad at this place, and rice, and 2 orders of sushi. So we ended up getting one sushi that is more savory sweet and another one that is very spicy. So they were completely different, but they were both quite good. It was good. It was fun. It was a good dinner. And it was completely different from what we were expecting. Everything, we're getting an Italian dinner. When instead we got the sushi dinner, it was like, wow, it was really good to hit the spot. And then on the way, when we came home, we were like, what do we want to do for the rest of the night? We unpack all our stuff from Costco and everything, restock the house or whatever. And we could watch some more of these playthroughs. We had been watching a couple playthroughs of Dead Space, the remake, and Kat has never seen Dead Space. So we're like maybe 3/4 through.
I'm sorry, but I've got to call out again. Why is Kat determined not to fucking watch Phil's gameplay? This is a perfect opportunity for fucking Kat to snuggle up with our little fucking man here, and her proud hubby who does this for a fucking living. He's a 15-year-long content creator. He has freshly played the Dead Space game, the remade, remastered Dead Space game. They could have watched that shit together on the couch and Phil could fucking explain to her all the little thing. No. He is forced to watch bigger, better YouTubers play the game with Kat. He is forced to sit there on the couch with his wife where she enjoys better content of the shit he does.
got to the part where the Valor crashes into the Ishimura space station, and then basically the person we were watching stopped playing the game. Like, what did they do that for? They played like 10, 15 hours. They just dropped it, just stopped playing it. And it looks like they're saying they're going to continue, but they haven't yet. So this has been on hold for like a week. We haven't been able to finish watching Dead Space. So we were watching people playing Hogwarts Legacy for a bit, which is fun. It's good to see because some people were picking different, not families, houses, different houses. So I'm doing Slytherin. One of the people we were watching was doing Ravenclaw. And it's nice to see different people's perspectives on the game. You know, from various different takes. Like one person's a big Potter fan, another person wasn't. So it's cool to see these different takes or whatever. So anyway, we're watching that, and Audio Watcher says, why don't we watch my own gameplay of Dead Space? Because why would I want to watch myself? I was there.
But she's not seen it, and she needs to fucking... Wow. Bill cannot be bothered to endure his own content, apparently. One more time.
So it's cool to see these different takes or whatever. So anyway, we're watching that, and Audio Watcher says, why don't we watch my own gameplay of Dead Space? Because why would I want to watch myself? I was there. I was there. Why would I watch myself back? Isn't that weird? Like, if you know exactly everything that happened in your own playthrough, why would you then go back and watch your own playthrough again? Is that not boring? I'm just saying.
Then what's the fucking point of these retrospective events you hype up over the fucking years? You have fucking done, you've, for years and years and years, you've hyped up retrospective events for you to fucking watch and react to. As long as your fucking audience fucking tells you what to fucking look for.
You know, you want to watch someone else's playthrough because there's things that could happen that you didn't expect, or you can say, oh, I remember how that happened to me, how did it happen to them? That's the appeal. Why would you want to go back and watch yourself again? That's weird. A lot of people say that to me too. Do you ever watch back your content? And I'm like, no. Why would I want to watch back my own playthroughs? Like, I'd probably be bored to tears. I just did it, right? Casanova says, like, I've heard some actors don't watch themselves act. There you go. There you go. Listen. Obviously, you guys find the content I put out entertaining because you watch it. You support it. I mean, I don't have to watch back my own stuff. I was there. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we're doing this, and so you guys had told a couple things have happened recently. Number one, obviously everyone knows that the show that everyone talks about is The Last of Us show, correct? Everyone's talking about this show. Last of Us, Last of Us, Last of Us. And every week you guys say, hey, Phil, did you see The Last of Us? I'm like, no, I don't have HBO Max. We didn't see it. We don't have the thing. We don't get it. You know, we used to get a lot. We used to have Netflix. We used to have Disney Plus. And what was the other one? At one point, we did the trial of Paramount Plus, I want to say, and we had it for like the month, and then we didn't renew it. So we've had various different on-demand services over the years, but we don't. All we have right now is Hulu. That's it. Just base Hulu. I think it's $10 a month.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Logan K for a super chat. He says he reacted to his own gameplay for money this week. It's a very good fucking point. DSP Reacts channel. He fucking reacted to his own gameplay. So, going by Phil's logic, him doing that bored him to tears. Because he was there. He endured it already.
Over the years. But we don't. All we have right now is Hulu. That's it. Just base Hulu. I think it's $10 a month because we watch various TV shows and things on there. But outside of that, we don't have anything else. So we haven't seen The Last of Us, you know, and everyone's talking about it every week. And I said, you know what? Since we were talking about this too on stream recently, you guys were trying to convince me to get HBO Max, not only to watch The Last of Us, but a lot of you were saying, oh, there's other good stuff. For example, I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy, and you guys are like, yeah, all the Harry Potter movies are on there. You definitely want to get HBO Max because then you could watch the Potter movies. Excuse me again. And after talking to Cash, she's like, yeah, I might be interested in watching the Potter movies if we can get them. So I looked into it, and basically there's two plans for HBO Max. One is $10 a month, but it's full of ads. One is $16 a month, no ads. And I'm just kind of like, so for $6 extra, you basically value my time and you won't inundate me with terrible ads that will ruin the viewing experience. I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I get the $16 one, right? Why would I pay $10 and then have a terrible time with ads in my face constantly, right? It doesn't even make sense that the $10, it'd be one thing if it was like, it's $1, right? It's $1 or $2 and it's with ads, and then the other one's $15, $16. It's like 10 or 16. That's not even a big difference to say, of course I want the one with no ads. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're looking at it, and I'm like, oh wow, look at all the stuff that's on here. Like, wow, all the old shows I used to watch, like all the Warner Brothers stuff. I used to watch the Batman animated series and stuff like that. All the Justice League cartoons from the 90s that I used to watch are on there. My wife's like, oh look, they have all the old Hanna-Barbera stuff. You know, when she was a kid, she used to watch things like Scooby-Doo, the Jetsons, Flintstones. So she likes those kind of cartoons. Like, this could be nice one night. You sit back, you just watch a few retro cartoons, you know, for nostalgia purposes or whatever. And we're looking on there, and there's a few other, you know, movies and things on there. There's TV shows that might interest us, documentaries or something. We're like, all right, you know what? Why not get it for a month. And if we get it for the month and we like it, we can keep getting it. But there's a high chance we might get it, and maybe we'll watch The Last of Us or whatever, and then we're just kind of, man, we won't renew it. But whatever, let's just do it. So we did. So we got it for the month. We got the 1 month of HBO Max for 16. And we'll see if we want to renew it next month or not, because honestly, I don't know if we're going to want to. Okay. So I get on there, and I'm like, oh, cool. So let's see what's on here. Let's get Harry Potter. So I type it up. Harry Potter's not on there. It's not on there. What it has is, I guess they did some reunion show, a 20-year reunion show. And then there was some other spin-off show that they did. There is none of the Harry Potter movies are on there. Some of the Fantastic Beasts movies are on there. But none of the... It's funny, too, because it even says Harry Potter, The Collection, years 1 to 8. And when you click on it, it's blank. They have a placeholder page for the movies, and the movies are not on the service. That's bullshit. Like, I thought they were on there because when you search online, it claims they're on there. So I pay $16 and none of the fucking movies are there. It actually pisses me off. That's false advertising. Like, they shouldn't list it online like they're there, and then you go to it and it's a blank page, you know? So what it sounds to me like is that they're passing the licensing rights around, but that's dirty stuff right there, you know? Anyway, for me, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it was fun because we wanted to maybe watch some of the movies as I'm playing Hogwarts. I guess we can't. So anyway, so what did we end up doing? We ended up watching the first episode of The Last of Us TV show last night. Okay, that's about an hour and 20 minutes. That's basically what we did, and then we went to sleep. Yeah, so we watched it, and I'll give you, and I'm not going to go into massive detail about this, all right? But I'll tell you what I thought. I think some of the things are actually done quite well. I think other things are actually not that good. It's interesting to see the distinct changes. There's tons of changes from the game to the show. Tons. Like, I was shocked they changed so much, because a lot of people had told me that it was very close to the game, and I kind of disagree. I would say the intro segment where they're driving around when everything's going to hell is very similar to the game. And maybe the just opening kind of segment where it shows 20 years later. And that's about it. Like, almost the entire episode was different from the game. You know, first of all, they make these changes that are very odd, that don't seem to affect anything, and you gotta wonder why they made them. Like, for example, first of all, Joel has no southern accent. He has one in the game, but he has, like, no accent at all. It's kind of jarring, actually. It's a little weird, because he definitely has that, you know, kind of this style of accent, and it's just removed completely. His daughter is now biracial, which is not a big deal. But why did they do it? In the game, his daughter's white, like him, right? And in the show, she's biracial. I don't care that she's biracial. And it literally affects nothing.
And yet you feel the need to bring it up. You're compelled to bring it up. It's not important, I don't care. And yet, but I have to bring it on, my fucking god. So yeah, I don't think Phil understands that the show is not a carbon copy of the game. It's like kind of based on it, but it's not a one-for-one recreation. So I don't think he understands that. I think he believes it should have been a perfect fucking recreation of the fucking game. I think that's what he is so confused. He is so fucking stupid, man. Jesus Christ. One more time, Phil. Try to explain how you're not a racist, and yet, you know, you sound more racist every single time you fucking say something about it.
Which is not completely. His daughter is now biracial, which is not a big deal. But why did they do it? In the game, his daughter's white, like him, right? And in the show, she's biracial. I don't care that she's biracial. It literally affects nothing. But it's an interesting choice. Like, what was the point of that? To change that? I don't know. I really have no idea. It didn't have any bearing on the story. The infected now seem to act like zombies, like typical movie zombies, which they don't in the game. In the game, when you get overwhelmed by the cordyceps fungus, you basically become a killer. Like, you become a vicious killer. You want to kill all the living things around you and infect them with the fungus. In this show now, you're turned into like a zombie, and you're just chasing people trying to kill them and eat them, which is not what the game was. Everyone's talked about the difference of how the fungus comes out of the mouths of the infected. It's really creepy. I agree there. That's kind of weird and creepy. What other changes? Oh, literally the whole plot of the beginning of the game is different now from the show. In the show, well, in the game, if you remember, it's Joel and Tess are going around doing their thing, and they're hunting down this guy that basically stole a car battery from them. And the whole first part of the game is combat, where you're killing all these people, getting to this guy. You get to the guy, and you get the car battery back or whatever, and then Tess murders him. in cold blood as revenge for him stealing, and then this gets them wrapped up with the Fireflies. In the show, it's completely different. In the show, Tess has been captured by the guy who stole the battery, and she's been beaten up by him. And then it's weird because it's like they change things literally for no real purpose. Like, if they just went with the plot of the show, or the plot of the game on the show, it would have been kind of the same effect. So it's weird to see the narrative changes they made, because the narrative changes didn't really affect anything, in my opinion. It's not like, oh, it runs better, it flows better because of these changes. I disagree. If anything, what happened is, what you see is they're adapting a video game to a show, so literally all gameplay is not there, and so what happens is it's fast moving. You know, within an hour and 20 minutes, you end up seeing how the infection started. You end up seeing, which by the way is also totally different, and on the show, it starts in 2003, rather than, what was it, like 2012 or whatever in the game. I can't exactly remember the date in the game, but it starts in 2003, and it's completely different the way it happens. Like this, apparently this cordyceps epidemic happens worldwide, simultaneously, all at once, including everywhere. Like, there's planes crashing. It's like, what the hell is that? I can understand if, okay, the cordyceps thing is spreading like wildfire across the ground. How the hell did it hit every plane at once? Huh? Every plane? They're all crashing at once. What? So is there an entire cloud of fungus in the ozone that every single person breathing air absorbed it at once, and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Some of it's just a weird changes that don't make sense. But anyway, what I've said is most of the narrative changes either don't make sense or I don't understand why they did them. One of the things I don't like, okay, and I've only seen the first episode. So if you play the Last of Us game, there's this relationship between Ellie and the leader of the Fireflies, Marlene. Apparently, Marlene is almost like a friend or even like a mentor figure to Ellie. She's the one who taught Ellie how to be a survivalist character. And when you meet Ellie, she acts like an adult. She swears like an adult, but she also has survivalist tendencies. There's even like moments in the Last of Us 1 game where she doesn't understand why other kids who before the infection acted like kids, because she's never acted like a kid. She grew up in an infection world, you see? So she's never had time to be frivolous and play and understand, like, you know, teen angst or drama or romance or anything like that. She doesn't get it. She reads a diary. And in the diary, she's reading all the dramatic musings of a teenage girl. She's like, is this how girls were before? Like, this is ridiculous. I would never act like this. In the episode 1 of the show, they rewrite that whole thing. So Marlene and her don't even know each other. She's a prisoner. She's chained up by the Fireflies, which makes no sense why they did it like that. So she doesn't trust the Fireflies or like them, okay? Marlene befriends her within like 2 seconds, which makes no sense. You're chained up, you're in prison. Oh, now I'm gonna befriend you out of nowhere. Makes no sense. And Ellie, I hate to say it, is an idiot. Like the way she acts, like, oh, I've never been outside the walls, okay, of this town. I've always lived in the confines of the town. I would love to finally be outside the walls and see real nature.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Carlos Mystery for a super chat. He says, why is he shilling for this? I honestly don't know. Remember, Phil started off the podcast by saying he has a lot to talk about today. Most of, I mean, this is literally still a day off segment, remember. He started with a day off segment. We are still there. We have barely scratched the surface of what he is fucking trying to get through today, apparently. And it's just not, it's never fucking ending. Now, I'm behind Phil by about 23 minutes. But it doesn't disguise the fact that, you know, for about, I think it's been like 35 minutes. 25? No, for 25 minutes, Phil has been going on and on about his day off, essentially. This is 1.25 speed as well, by the way.
So, it just so happens, later on in the episode, Joel and Tess are taking Ellie to the outside of the town.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Logan K for a super chat. He says he should be saving this for DSP Reacts. It's funny you should say that. I was thinking the exact same goddamn thing. Why the hell is he fucking saying this on this channel when it's the perfect sort of content for DSP Reacts? It is what it is, I guess.
And they do get out there, but what happens is it's, you know, there's patrols out there, it's very dangerous, and immediately as they get outside, there's lights, floodlights coming down. You can tell that people are out there patrolling for infected to kill them. The first thing Ellie does, she jumps up. Wow, this is the outside? I've never been here before. This is amazing. And Tess grabs her. She's like, Jesus, shut up. What the fuck's your problem? I'm like, This is literally the opposite of how she acts in the game. In the game, she is a survivalist. She's already been trained how to survive, and she knows she has to be quiet. She knows the things she has to do to stay alive. In this, it's like she's a dunce. You know? So, that's what I mean. Like,
money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, money.
Thank you very much, Klaus Mystery, for a super chat. It says, everyone played The Last of Us, move on. See, I didn't play The Last of Us, but I do know what happens. You know, I've seen playthroughs. So yeah, even for me, people like me that have not played The Last of Us, I want him to move the fuck on as well. He really has missed the whole fucking point of the show, it seems. And by the way, I've not seen the show either, but obviously the show is not going to be a perfect fucking recreation of the fucking, you know, the game. Was the Uncharted movie a perfect fucking recreation of any of the fucking games? No, it fucking wasn't. It was using the characters from that fucking game series, but still at the end of the fucking day, they came up with their own sort of fucking story. It's bizarre to me how, like, oh, it's just... The thing is as well, I'll tell you this right fucking now, he would have fucking complained if it was exactly the same. He would have complained about the plot.
Yeah, money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, 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 yeah, money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, money.
First of all, thank you very much to Barrett Wells. Super Chat says, Phil has no place calling anyone, fictional or real, a dunce. That's a good fucking point. Yeah. Of all people to get called, imagine this guy calling you a dunce. Imagine those fucking dark eyes staring into your soul, calling you a dunce. It's just, I don't know. It's just. I mean, if he calls you a dunce, then you know you're done fucked up. I guess it's bizarre. Klaus Mystery, thank you very much for super chat. He says, "Oh God, he is going to talk about the gay stuff." I said, I've not seen the show, but he's only talking about the first episode, apparently. But if there was gay stuff in that first episode, then yes, I guess he's going to talk about it. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah. Phil, as I'm saying though, if the plot of the fucking show was identical to the plot of the game, Phil would have bitched and moaned and said, why does this show exist? He would have fucking just complained about that. Because what's the fucking point of watching the show? You can just play the game and you know what fucking happens. He would have absolutely fucking said that.
you know? So, that's what I mean. Like, there's some things in the show that I really like. I would actually say the entire intro segment is very impactful. The whole intro segment of how the cordyceps spreads, how literally humankind within a matter of hours is overrun and destroyed. It's very scary. It's very impactful. It's very well shot, very well acted. And then when you get into the meat of the show, you realize the game is better, right? I'll be honest, like, at least this is just episode 1. I haven't seen any other episodes yet. But I'm watching, I'm like, wow, like, the game was way better with the way that it did stuff. The characters are more believable. And the thing is, you could argue, well, it has to be different. I agree with you there, but, well, all I need to do was cut out the gameplay elements. Like, you don't need to have an entire half-an-hour segment where they're sneaking and killing 400 people to get to the guy who stole the car battery. They could just find a way to sneak in and get to the guy who stole the car battery and just go from there. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm just kind of like, meh. I thought some things about the show were good and some were not so good. I was kind of like 50-50 on episode 1, which is weird because...
It sounds to me like he just wants somebody to fucking compile every single cutscene from The Last of Us game into a show. Like, if you... Hold on. Is this what it wants? Hold on. Let me check something. Let me just check something to see if this exists on YouTube or not. Yeah, it does exist apparently. Look at this shit. I mean, Phil, there you go. If Phil wanted this anyway, he could fucking see it. The Last of Us remastered, all cutscenes, full movie 4K. Phil, all of a sudden, right there, ready for him to fucking enjoy and watch, is every single cutscene all put together. The Last of Us remastered, 5.5 hours of it. So, that's what he wants apparently. That's what he's craving. He only wants the fucking cutscenes from The Last of Us only, nothing else. He doesn't want the gameplay side of things, he just wants the fucking cutscenes only. From the game. It's bizarre. But that's Phil enough for you. He's a very bizarre fucking person.
So many people seem to be so in love with episode 1. Oh my god, this is the best show ever made. This has stopped the whole stigma that video games cannot be good shows and movies, and this is the best thing ever. And I'm watching, I'm like, it's all right. I would say that the intro is exciting, and then once it gets to the post-apocalyptic stuff, it actually slows down. It's not that good anymore. It kind of gets boring. Honestly, I was getting bored. Now, here's the thing, though. I should, by the way, there's a chopper outside, that's what that noise is. I should give full disclosure here. I've played the game when it was new. I played the game a year later when it came out for PS4, and I've seen people play the game again recently with The Last of Us Part 1. So essentially, I've seen the plot of Last of Us 1 3 times. If I didn't know what the plot of The Last of Us was, and it was my first time watching the show, maybe then I would like it more. You know, if you already know kind of everything that's going to happen, it kind of, I don't know, not ruins it, but...
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Equator X. Super Chat. It says, Phil has a weird need to be the person who thinks the opposite about popular stuff most of the time. Just contrarian to be a contrarian. Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. Phil does sometimes seem to go his way to fucking do that kind of thing, yeah. He's like, I don't want to be like these other YouTubers, I want to go against the grain, so I stand out. Well, Phil, I can guarantee you one thing, you absolutely fucking stand out, but mainly for the wrong fucking reasons. Yeah, it's not unusual for Phil to fucking just disagree with a popular take just for the sake of being different, you know. But yeah, it's classic Phil Burnell for you. And Stevie Red says he thinks being a contrarian makes him more intelligent than everyone else because he's more enlightened than both sides. And first of all, I'm glad you're still awake, Steve. And second of all, you saying that makes me want to play this sound clip.
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
So yeah. Shout out to Dashy for fucking submitting that clip. I like to use it when I can, but I don't like to overuse it. But yeah. Yeah, Phil just fucking... For the sake... It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. I'll never fucking understand Phil's fucking need to do this, but... It is what it is. This is filthy. This is why it's a fucking lolcow.
Know kind of everything that's going to happen, it kind of, I don't know, not ruins it, but, you know, like, for example, if I didn't know how the cordyceps worked, right? And I didn't know how things were going to change in 20 years, if I didn't know that Ellie was immune to the bites or whatever, to the cordyceps, then maybe I'd be like, oh, this is amazing, groundbreaking television. But I played the game, so I kind of know it all. And quite frankly, I actually feel like the narrative of the game is better. You know what this feels like to me? And this is funny, because I actually know a little bit more perspective than maybe you guys do. This feels to me like, so the game was written by a group of people, and they wrote this amazing masterclass plot, okay? And then now here we are many years later, a decade later, oh, we need to adapt this to be a TV show. But we need to make it so that those...
I'm sorry, I had to fucking... I was actually too stunned there to fucking pause when I fucking wanted to. Did he just fucking claim he somehow knows more than the audience does about this particular fucking thing? Is this him, like, fucking trying to humble brag to his audience about him knowing some stuff behind the scenes because Super Blind Man is an inside source on the fucking game? This is such a strange fucking thing to fucking say to your audience here.
Groundbreaking television narrative of the game is better. You know what this feels like to me? And this is funny, because I actually know a little bit more perspective than maybe you guys do.
Why? What for why? And for what fucking reason? Well, explain that shit. You might know some perspective more than everyone else on the internet. How? Why? Explain. What, is it because of Super Blind Man working on the game as well? In some capacity? Eventually? It's just bizarre to me if I can say that.
This feels to me like, so the game was written by a group of people, and they wrote this amazing masterclass plot, okay? And then now here we are many years later, a decade later, oh, we need to adapt this to be a TV show. But we need to make it so that those who wrote the game can't accuse us of just stealing all the stuff that they wrote a decade ago.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Bells for Super Chat. He says he's got all the life experience from the comfort of a self-made prison. It's a lack of life experience, though, isn't it? It's really a lack of it.
Yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
First of all, thank you very much to Black Mage for Super Chat. He says, does he know that Druckmann literally directed episodes? So the guy that was responsible for the fucking game also directed episodes. So Phil claiming this whole strange thing here.
Now here we are many years later, a decade later, oh, we need to adapt this to be a TV show. But we need to make it so that those who wrote the game can't accuse us of just stealing all the stuff that they wrote a decade ago.
The guy that's directed the episodes is responsible for both, you dumb motherfucker. So yeah, that's a very strange fucking claim to make, Phil. So yeah, thank you very much, Black Mage Super Chat. Klaus Mystery, thank you very much for Super Chat. It says, the cordyceps literally exists in real life. Bugs suffer it. I never knew that. Thank you very much for that knowledge. Thank you very much. Yeah, they just Phil assuming it's fucking fake and all that shit and not real, I guess. And just, yeah. It's bizarre to me, it really is. Phil's fucking takes on these things, man, it's just bizarre. So, according to Phil, though, that, you know, the show has to be different from the game in case the writers get pissed off.
We have to change it to be a little different. So that way, we could say it's our own plot, and we could take credit for it. Did you know that's exactly what this is? 1,000,000%. Are you aware that one of the original writers of The Last of Us that no longer works for Naughty Dog came out on social media when episode 1 released and said, I am completely disgusted because most of the plot elements in here that are good, I wrote. And Neil Druckmann has taken credit for them. Because you notice his name a million times in the credits, but he didn't give any credit to any of the other writers who wrote The Last of Us 1 in the show. He acts like he came up with the whole fucking show.
Why am I getting Project 7 vibes from this fucking speech? Anyone else getting Project 7 vibes or just me? Is it just me getting Project 7 vibes right from that fucking little thing? Just me then.
And it's his idea. It wasn't. He was one of the writers in the original game, and now because he's the one behind the show, he's taking credit for all of our work. And we didn't even get a call out, nothing. He's like, this is ridiculous. Now, they weren't looking to get paid.
Ever, by the way, still talking about The Last of Us. If you want me to let you know when Phil's finished talking about The Last of Us, I will. Poor Heather's been on mute for a lot of that because she can't stand Phil talking about, well, most things, I guess. But yeah, I can let you know when he's finished talking about The Last of Us if you want, Heather.
It would have just been like, hey, can we get a shout out in the credits to say that we wrote some of this? No, they got no credit at all. Neil acts like they don't even exist. Okay? What a nice guy. I mean, as we know, Neil Druckmann just has the best track record of being an awesome human. Totally truthful, transparent. I mean, we could keep going on and on about the thing, you know, how I feel about this guy from the things that he's done over the years. This guy's a scumbag. His track record only leads you to believe how bad this guy truly is. Okay? So, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous because I would say the best parts of the show are the parts from the game, and the people who wrote the game don't get credit. Only Neil Druckmann does. Isn't that interesting? So people who like the show will give all the credit to Druckmann when he didn't write the best parts. That's just remarkable. Anyway, so episode 1 I thought was okay. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. I thought that some things were done pretty well. Some changes were interesting. Some changes made absolutely no sense whatsoever and added nothing. And other changes, like Ellie essentially being a dunce, I felt was really stupid. I was like, wow, that's really poorly done. I don't know why they changed her character because her character was one of the most unique things in the original game was her character. However, if you played The Last of Us 2, all right, and if you saw some of the distinct changes to her characters, the rewrites to her character in The Last of Us 2, and when I called it out and I said, man, take a look at the distinct discrepancies between her character in the first game and the second and how there's a continuity error here, I think you're going to maybe see why they changed her character in the show. Okay? I think it makes sense now. I don't like it, but it makes sense. It pisses me off because I thought her character was one of the best things in the original game, and now it seems like they're rewriting that character for the show just to have this character make sense in Season 2 or The Last of Us 2, which is just insanely bad writing. There you go. Anyway, I think it's okay. So, basically, my wife and I will likely continue to watch the show. We have four more episodes to go, and then I guess the new episodes come out every Sunday. So we'll probably continue to watch it and try to get caught up now. But I don't know how I should like some people have already said, oh, Phil, you have to get HBO Max because then you can do React content based on, you know, this new stuff. Like, what kind of content would I realistically do? What I just did? Like, I just talked for, what, 10 minutes about the show? Is that what you want every week?
Was it only fucking 10 minutes? Jesus Christ, it felt a whole lot fucking longer. Sweet baby fucking Jesus, that was only fucking 10 minutes of fucking ranting and raving.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for a super chat. It says that Ellie was gay in the first game, you dunce. So I guess Phil doesn't understand that either. Yeah, it's just... if Phil sees any of the future episodes, especially with stuff, you know, like, you know, any scenes like that, and, you know, he is not going to fucking want to watch the rest of it. Jesus Christ, yeah. Black Mage said he sent me a thing about the thing. Just 2 seconds. Jesus Christ, this fucking old picture, man. Jesus Christ. Hold on, 2 seconds. Black Mage sent me something about cordyceps randomly. What a fun field trip. Cordyceps attack. Oh my fucking god. So, oh, it's. Oh, here comes copyright claims. Hold on. Hold on.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to VLX for Super Chat. He says he could have just left it and not caring for the intellectual property. Exactly. He could have just said I don't really care for it and moved on, but he fucking wasted so much time rambling and raving and, I guess, reacting. Maybe the whole thing was some sort of trial run to his fucking DSP gaming audience for DSP Reacts. It's like, is this the kind of guys you want me? Is this the kind of content you guys want to fucking see or do on DSP Reacts? Do you want to fucking react to shows like this for that channel? So maybe it was a test run of sorts. Because they seem to kind of look at that right afterwards. Anyway, cordyceps are a very real thing, and Black Mage very kindly sent me this video from David Attenborough, Planet Earth Attenborough Beauty Wildlife. Cordyceps, attack of a killer fungi.
80% of all insects live in jungles. Few are more successful than the ants. There can be 8 million individuals in a single hectare. But jungle ants don't have it all their own way. These bullet ants are showing some worrying symptoms.
Isn't that the most lethal, like, sting in the world? Like, a bullet ant sting you or something that can hurt like hell.
Spores from a parasitic fungus called cordyceps have infiltrated their bodies and their minds. Its infected brain directs this ant upwards. Then, utterly disorientated, it grips a stem with its mandibles. Those afflicted that are discovered by the workers are quickly taken away and dumped far away from the colony.
Fuck man, ants are brutal. But this guy's sick, let's get him the fuck out of here. Let's just fucking evict him from our fucking life. Get the fuck out of here, you're banned. The fucking ants just banned him from fucking existing. Get him away, Jesus Christ. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but there you go, cordyceps are a very real fucking thing. I was going to say it's probably BT going to claim this bingo stream at some point, but there you go. No, I watched, but yeah, thank you very much for sending that. Yeah, that sounds. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I know it's like fucking nature shit, you know what I mean, mate? And ants are a kind of crucial creature in the grand scheme of things. Seeing these kind of things sometimes is like. You can get a kind of creepy feeling, that creepy crawly feeling, you know, your fucking skin, just you get goosebumps and all shit, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just, I missed the best part. I didn't want to fucking see how worse it got, put it that way. I find it kind of hard to kind of see things like that sometimes, just because it gives me a kind of weird kind of wee fucking feeling, you know, I'm just like, but it's definitely educational, and if you guys want to check it out, then there you go, just search up cordyceps, I guess, on YouTube. I do appreciate seeing it and learning about it, you know what I mean, but at the same time, yeah, gives me a feeling.
To analyze the episode for 10 minutes in a video on DSP Reacts. I don't know. I guess you guys tell me. All right, what you want.
There you go. He's fucking doing it was a trial run. Him doing that was a fucking trial run for his audience, wasn't it? Again,
you know, this new stuff. Like, what kind of content would I realistically do? What I just did? Like, I just talked for, what, 10 minutes about the show? Is that what you want every week? Me to analyze the episode for 10 minutes in a video on DSP Reacts? I don't know. I guess you guys tell me. All right, what you want? Is that what you want? Every time a new episode comes out, I do, like, a React video on DSP Reacts about it, a short one. Because I could do, it's like 10 minutes of talking. It's no big deal. I could easily do that and just throw it up over there. But what else? You know, what else is on there? Maybe I could do. I don't know, because I don't know what other content is on there. I guess I'd have to look. I don't know. In the meantime, do a Velma watch along. No, you guys want me to watch Velma and trash it is what you want. No, I'm not going to react to the entire episode. That's just stupid. I would have to just do my thoughts on it. I can't react to the episode. That would fucking, be insane, instant copyright claim, right?
But Phil, you already fucking said that all your fucking content on that channel is probably gonna get claimed. Which is primarily why you're fucking doing the membership thing for that channel. Phil is going to fucking try and make money through memberships on that channel because he knows ad revenue probably won't be a thing at all on that channel instead. Oh yeah, Heather P, he stopped talking about The Last of Us. Yeah, I said it earlier on. I said it was almost done, Heather. But I don't know if you saw it or not, but yeah. Yeah, he's finished talking about The Last of Us.
If that's what you guys want, I'll consider. I guess what I'll have to do is over the next couple of days, I'll have to try to do like play catch up, right? Like today, tomorrow, Saturday, try to watch episodes 2 through 4, so at least I'm caught up. And then Sunday, watch the new episode, and I guess then Monday, I could film like a little mini react to that. I guess we'll see. Anyway, I got HBO Max now for the month, so we'll see what happens. All right, we can discuss it further. I don't want to talk about this all morning. Okay. All right, so that was really my day off. That's all I have to really talk about the day off. The other thing is my foot is killing me, but I don't know what I did to it. Because you might say, oh, Phil, is it your gout flaring up? And the answer is no. There's absolutely no swelling or anything. I did something to my foot where it's like the muscle, the core muscle in the left foot, it hurts a lot. And if I move it the wrong way or if I step on it, it hurts. And I don't know if I tore the muscle or I twisted my foot yesterday when I was out, but it hurts bad. So I'm hoping it feels better today. Because like I said, when I have issues with my foot, it's usually gout, which means it's your big toe joint. And you get the stupid acid crystals and stuff.
I'm sorry, it's just whenever Phil fucking says gout, I just think that Meerkat fucking song, just... Look, can I find it? Hold on, can I find it? I'll just scroll through my playlist. Where is it? Where are you? I'm trying to find it, I'm scrolling through. I'm just trying to find this gout song on my fucking music playlist and I can't find it. I can't find it. I keep trying to fucking scroll through and I can't get to the fucking thing. It doesn't matter still. It just, the Meerkat song just starts off gout, 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 gout. As soon as Phil starts talking about gout, that's what comes to my fucking mind.
It's not that. It hurts differently. It's, ow. Like, I fucked it up somehow. I don't know. But that's the only other thing. Okay? Let's move right along. Let's move to the schedule for the week because I got a lot to talk about. So today, we're continuing on with Hogwarts Legacy as the main gameplay stream. Last time around, we unlocked even more stuff, including more new spells, more major plot points, and we actually advanced to a whole new season, okay? So now we're in a new season. I think there's going to be probably new plot and gameplay mechanics. I don't know, but we'll see today. Hogwarts Legacy has been a great playthrough so far. You guys have been, attending and supporting the streams for it. I really appreciate that. I hope that you guys will continue to do so. Tonight on the late stream is the return of Warzone, because Warzone has had an update. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is now in Season 2, which means they updated everything. There's new multiplayer maps. They've tweaked Warzone to the point where they added a whole bunch of new content and they changed the way it plays. For example, everyone starts with a flak vest now. No one can find any more backpacks because backpacks don't exist, severely limiting your inventory and making you pick and choose what you want to carry. I guess one of the major complaints about the original Warzone, build was that you could easily have 3 auto revives, 5 kill streaks. It's like, Jesus, is broken. It shouldn't be like that, right? So, yeah. Also, they changed the Gulag to be 1v1, which is interesting. So it was always 2v2, correct? So I guess we'll see how it goes tonight. Where this is tonight's stream is Warzone, checking out the new changes. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I hope you'll join me for that. Okay? Tomorrow, per your input and votes, tomorrow we're going to be doing a level 1 podcast, but then it is the first official episode of DSP versus the Internet over on my new YouTube channel, DSP Reacts. Whatever. DSP Reacts. Okay? Check it out. YouTube.com/@DSP Reacts. That's going to be tomorrow's first stream. So we're doing the podcast here. Then we're shutting down and we're turning on over there on that channel. And it's going to be about a 3-hour stream.
Okay, guys, don't worry. In case you can't be arsed trying to remember that URL, in case remembering new web addresses are annoying to you, don't worry. Never fear. Or if you just type in the simple address of... hold on a second. Let's see if I can find it. So we're on YouTube, right? We're on YouTube. So, youtube.com/The King of Hate Vlogs. What would you look at that?
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
and
Phil,
welcome.
you fucking dick. The King of Hate Vlogs is still a thing for the URL. You type in that URL, it'll take you straight to DSP Reacts. The hate never dies with Phil Burnell. I cannot believe that's still fucking tied to the channel. I really can't fucking believe that shit. But there you go.
Reacting to stuff that the members have nominated. So the members have nominated a ton. It's the last 24 hours right now, if you're a channel member on DSP Reacts, to nominate clips for me to watch during that show. If you're not a member yet and you wanted to nominate clips for me to watch on the show tomorrow, become a member now. And there's a thread, a members thread, members only thread, on the community tab that you can post up and nominate the clips. If you're an ultra level member, that's the highest level member over there, I'm guaranteed to watch your clip suggestion. Okay? So 24 hours left to do that. What I'm going to do is just react for about 3 hours, and we'll see how it goes. I hope it goes well. I hope you guys like the show. Now we have way more clips to go through as opposed to last, Sunday. It was just on the fly, picking everything because, we didn't have any time to really set up. It was a surprise announcement. Now everyone's known this has existed for a week. You guys voted. You said I want it on Friday. So
hold the fuck on. A surprise announcement, Phil. You claimed you were fucking making and preparing that shit for like weeks. This is some long fucking thing that was like a long time in the making. So much preparation went into it. And all of a sudden you fucking retcon that shit to be, oh, it was on the fly. We just changed that shit on the fucking fly. Bill is getting gifted memberships by somebody called N Times, but they're gifting him one at a fucking time. So there's been 2 gifted memberships there by somebody called N Times, one after the other, and that's it. No, 3 now. Yeah, we fucking, oh, Jesus Christ, man. Are they going to do this one by one, like several fucking times? So that's 3 so far. N Times has gifted 3 separate individual memberships to fucking people. Is he going to keep going? Please, let us be some sort of fucking moron that does it like 100 fucking times separately, individually. Let it be some moron, please, that does that. Oh, there's another fucking, it's actually Dark Angel. I've seen someone called Dark Angel gifting Phil a membership 1 again. Very strange how it's all coming in once. Okay, there you go.
Doing it tomorrow is the main stream. I'm very interested to see how it goes. All right, so let's see how it goes. Let's just play it by ear and let it fly. All right, now I got an interesting suggestion from someone. Basically, with the feedback over the week, here's the feedback that I got about DSP React. Okay,
it's shite.
Basically, people are like, if you make this show long form, meaning you make one stream that's like 3 hours long, or if you split it up to 1 hour segments, people don't think it will work. Interestingly enough, what they're saying is for React style content like this, what YouTubers have done traditionally is cut it up into shorter segments.
That's exactly the smartest thing to fucking do. I said this fucking before. Phil can still do his fucking lengthy fucking stream of the goddamn thing, okay? And he can fucking maybe make the fucking streams for members only. There's a fucking concept, keep the live streams for members only. Or even have the streams be members only. There's a fucking concept for you. Imagine if Phil did members only streams for the React shite. But then they're fucking recorded on-demand content. You can split up in part by part and upload that in separate fucking days to keep the channel active every fucking day. Politically is asking how long will a new channel last. Technically, it's not even a fucking new channel. It's an old channel. It's this old kind of hate vlogs fucking channel. So the channel will still be a thing for a long fucking time. How long will Phil keep up the fucking React shite? I don't fucking know. I'm going to assume 6 months. I'm going to go for half a year.
So, for example, maybe do a 20 to 30 minute segment, and in that segment cover 2 to 3 topics. And that way, it's a digestible video. You can name the video and say, so DSP reacts to this, this, and this. And now people know, oh, that's what's in that video. I can just watch that one video. As opposed to if you're putting on an hour, 2 hour long video, now there's so much in that one video, people don't want to click on it and be skimming around or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They just want to watch that one digestible video. So the feedback I'm getting is, unlike the content here on DSP Gaming, people would prefer a series of smaller length videos. Now, we're not talking 5 minutes and I do 3 hours and it's like 40 videos. That's ridiculous. What we're talking is roughly like half an hour segments or I guess logical breakpoints. So if I watch 3-4 clips and each one's a few minutes long and I'm commenting on it and then we get to the end of that, okay, split it now. And then go to the next group of 3-4 clips and split it then. You see what I'm saying? I guess that makes sense. But someone had an even better or interesting idea. But bear with me. Let's see what you guys think about this. So DSP Reacts, I'm really only putting up content on there once a week. There'll be an exception once a month where I do 2 things in 1 week, because DSP versus the internet is a weekly show, but I'm going to do once a month one big React project. And that big React project is the one where I'm going to react to a big documentary or a longer video that's like an hour, 2, 3 hours to react to. Okay? So in regards to the channel, there's not going to be a lot of content on the channel. 1 show a week, and then 1 big React a month. Eventually, I am planning on doing DSP Asks It, which is an interview series. Now, that's long-term. That's not going to happen right away, okay? So if there's only 2 shows on the channel, That's not a lot of content for the channel. So what someone suggested is, tomorrow I'm doing my first DSP versus the internet, right? 3-hour show. Why don't I record it into 20 to 30 minute segments? And then day one, release 1 or 2 segments. So Friday, release 2 videos. Saturday, schedule 1 video. Sunday, schedule 1 video. Monday, schedule 1 video. You see? So each day, you're basically getting a 20 to 30 minute new video.
That idea sounds very fucking familiar, doesn't it? Didn't I just literally suggest that fucking shit? Although, why do 2? Just do 1 video a day. 1 fucking video a day. It's like 20 to 30 minute fucking video. That's all. No, 2 in a fucking day is too much, Phil. You want it to be digestible. Bear in mind, that's the fucking key word there. You don't want fucking people to feel like a fucking, oh, I'm still here on this fucking channel trying to watch this guy's fucking content. 1 a day is fucking plenty.
On DSP Reacts, spaced out over the course of the week. You're not inundated with 6 or 7 videos in one day on the day that I stream it.
I just cannot believe he never thought of this. Someone else had to give him this idea. Mr. 15-year content creator. Mr. I know what I'm fucking doing, this is my business. Mr. Expert in the fucking craft. He didn't think of this. Someone had to fucking tell him this fucking simple idea. This is a very simple, basic fucking idea. This concept of fucking just splitting up these fucking, videos to upload and spread out over a fucking week. And he never thought of it. He couldn't think of it. He's incapable of thinking of that.
Instead, it's kind of spaced out for time purposes, okay? So, I guess that's what I would say. Now, I don't know if you guys like that or not. What do you guys think? I'm just curious, right? Do you like that idea? Do you not like that idea? Okay? Do you think it would be preferred if I just unloaded all the DSP reacts, or I should say, all the DSP versus the internet stuff the same day? Like, if I stream tomorrow 3 hours, would you just like me to upload 6, 7 videos? Boom. There they are. Watch them all at once. Or do you think that's too much? Is that a flood? And then, should I, you know what I'm saying? It's your guys' call. What you think? Do you think it's good to have a new video every day? That's what it feels like. There's new React content on there every day, but it's a short 20, 30 minute video, right? What do you think? Mega Man says spread them out. Plum Girl says, I don't know. Don't make us wait. 1 video a day, Arkham says. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't watch React content as much, so you'll be the first channel I watch is Big Papa Phil. Well, see, again, I don't know what other people do. I don't watch other people's React content. I'm listening to your feedback and trying to judge what you guys want, okay?
I'm ticking off YouTuber jealousy. We know he's lying through his fucking teeth there. I don't know what other fucking people do. Phil, you do. You criticise them all the fucking time for apparently doing these fucking things. All the big YouTubers do React content, Phil has said in the past. They all fucking make silly faces for their thumbnails, Phil has said. Now, was Phil fucking giving this sort of fucking, commentary about other YouTubers without actually taking in their content? No. We have seen, exactly what Stevie Did says, we've seen Phil's YouTube search history. He has shown, accidentally, his YouTube search history before when he's been on a YouTube app on Xbox, and we've seen some of the fucking shit he has fucking looked up. It's bizarre, yeah. Phil, stop lying. Why are you always lying? Stop fucking lying.
Dabian says, do 1 a day, then there's content to cover the time until your next show. I mean, that's exactly what people are saying. That way might make more sense.
See, as soon as the fucking idea has happened, as soon as the concept for this fucking thing happened, I said that as an idea. And the fact that several, even dentheads can see it's a good fucking idea, but Phil couldn't. Phil's but you know what's going to happen? Phil's going to incorporate this idea. It's going to go down well. Then Phil will take all the credit for doing it. Aren't you guys? I'm so glad that you guys liked, me spreading out the content, and you guys are supporting the fucking content. Phil's going to pretend it was all fucking him and his idea, his fucking genius fucking plan to spread the content over fucking every single fucking day. To make sure there's like shit happening every day in the fucking channel. But he had no fucking concept about what's the fucking ever until Denthead suggested it to him.
Right? John Smith says, do a 3-hour stream, split it up over the week, but give people the choice to watch the whole thing at once. Well, See,
this is what I'm saying. Why don't you make the fucking live stream members only? Not at the time. Not at the fucking time. When Phil does his actual stream, when he's fucking done the stream, make that a normal stream. But when he's fucking finished with it, is there not an option where he can make that content be for members only? If they want to watch the entire thing in its raw format. he could maybe fucking set it to make it members only. That way he's fucking making sure that the people are fucking watching that live stream shit. All 5. Has he only got 54 members, Profit? The thing is though, Phil would usually fucking private that live stream anyway. He would usually private, every time he does a live stream he privates it anyway once he's finished with it, because he fucking uploads it in segments and fucking pumps it out and fucking always raw unedited fucking garbage.
Herein lies the rub with that. I'm definitely going to take a break during the 3 hours of reacting. There's no way I'm just going to sit there for 3 straight hours and not like stretch my legs or whatever. But then the break would have to be in it. You see what I'm saying? Because we're just talking, you're talking the raw stream. And if the break is in it, because there's 2 issues. Number 1 would be the music, because sometimes even with my pre-stream music, you guys may not be aware of this, but some of that stuff gets claimed. I know that sounds stupid, but yes, some of that pre-stream music actually gets matched content ID and claimed. I know it sounds dumb, but it does sometimes. Now, you know what? I don't think that would matter. You don't want to know why? Because the whole thing's gonna get claimed anyway. All the clips are gonna get claimed too, so that doesn't really matter. I mean, yeah, I could just leave the raw stream up on DSP Reacts if you want to watch the whole thing in one big go, and then if I break it up into smaller clips that then get uploaded like once a day, we could do that. Please keep giving me your feedback. We can't talk about this too long today, but I definitely need your feedback for how to do this tomorrow. Keep in mind, this is all new. This is all the beginning. This is the beginning of something interesting, right? This is a new thing, a new project, a new change, and what's going to happen is initially we're going to do it one way, and likely we're going to end up getting better ideas. We're going to change it and edit it over time to make it better. It's okay if I do this show tomorrow and it's not the best actual format. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get better over time. It's not going to be perfect to start. It's very rare in life that you try something new and you just nail it the first time. I know that for a fact. I think what'll happen is the show tomorrow will be entertaining, and then we'll basically, some things will go right, some things will probably go wrong. I'll have to try to figure ways around those things, you know, and then over time, once we get it down to a rhythm, something that we're used to, it's once a week, the show, and we know how it works, and we know how it gets distributed, and we know all that, right? Then it'll become just a part of everything that we all enjoy doing, right? But for now, yeah, it's kind of weird to jarring things different, and everyone has different ideas of how to do it. And I don't want to say, oh, we're locked into this one thing either. I want to be more open-minded so that if we figure out new things and additions, we can change those on the fly. You know what I'm saying? Greg says, be sure to ask on that channel too. There might be different audiences. You should just ask here. Oh, I mean, when we're doing the show live, that's going to be one of the things we're talking about. As soon as I turn on that show, right before I start reacting, I'm going to explain all this. That everyone's talked about this, and we got to figure out what's the best way for the show to move forward and be distributed and everything. So, yeah, we'll talk about that for sure during the stream tomorrow. Anyway, so let me know. Give me your feedback. It seems like, so here's the deal. Tomorrow, there will be a Level 1 podcast here on DSP Gaming. Then we're going to jump over to DSP Reacts for a 3-hour stream of me reacting to the thing.
Wait. The podcast is still on DSP Gaming. Fuck me. I was wondering what was happening tomorrow with the fucking podcast. So he's doing 2 live streams. He's going to have to set up a separate live stream for the actual React content, but he's doing DSP Gaming's podcast on DSP Gaming. Okay. Well, at least we know. I wasn't sure. I actually wasn't sure what was happening. Prophet says doubled it for the views, yeah. I was thinking it last time he did that. Remember he launched this last time and he seemed to just ignore the likes goal. He got 100 likes and he just kind of memory hold that. And then people had to fucking go to his fucking news stream and give him likes there again, and fucking bizarre.
Things that the members have nominated. And then likely I will upload at least 1 to 2 parts of like 20 to 30 minutes, and then maybe we'll have the rest kind of go live over the course of the week, right? And we'll go from there. Okay? Alright, tomorrow night, late stream will be Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and that'll be here on DSP Gaming because it's gameplay, okay? Then for the rest of the week, we're back to regularly scheduled gameplay. So there'll be a major stream of One Piece Odyssey on Saturday. The good news is it seems like we're in the home stretch and we're going to finish the game soon, which is good because we need to finish One Piece and move on to other games. This game's now been played for a month. We're over 30 hours in. It's time to get into the home stretch, which I feel like we are now. So major stream of it on Saturday. Let's see how far we can get. Saturday night will be more Warzone. Okay. Sunday will be more Hogwarts paired with more Oblivion. Okay. And then Monday is up in the air, but if we're near the end of One Piece, it kind of makes sense to do more One Piece and try to finish it. We'll see, because I don't know exactly how much we have left. Here, the real thing, that's the thing of contention this week is Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, the 21st of February, there's 2 new releases. Like a Dragon Ishin and Atomic Hearts. Okay, Like a Dragon Ishin is a what-if scenario game taking the cast of the Yakuza franchise, including Kazuma Kiryu and all of his friends, Goro and all of them, and putting them into feudal Japan. What if they were samurai as opposed to gangsters? Interesting premise, and I think it's going to have some fun combat, some stylistic stuff, of course, all the dramatic plots that we've seen in the Yakuza franchise. That sounds like it's a great game to me. Okay, and by the way, apparently a new game. I thought originally it was just a remake. Apparently it's not. Apparently it's a new game. Then there's Atomic Hearts. Atomic Hearts is supposed to be this wild what-if scenario. Kind of think of like, it's supposed to be Wolfenstein, but instead of in Wolfenstein where the Nazis won World War II and then the whole world changed, I guess it's supposed to be that like Russia controls the world. It looks weird. It could be good. It could not be good. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided. I'm not sure yet from what I've seen if it's going to be good or not. That's a Game Pass game. All right? So really there's no risk to playing it because I don't have to buy it. All right? Now, it's Atomic Heart. I thought it was Atomic Hearts. Oh, it's Atomic Heart? Okay. It's Atomic Heart. Excuse me. Strike the S. Never happened. It's like Kingdom Hearts. Anyway. Kingdom Hearts, Atomic Hearts, what's the difference, right? So, here's the deal. I'm playing Hogwarts. I'm trying to finish One Piece. Okay? We're going to have Warzone in the mix this week. We're still playing Oblivion. Unless I beat One Piece relatively soon, I don't see myself being able to play 2 new games this week. I think what's going to happen is we basically have to make it so that one game gets played right away, and perhaps what we do is we choose a game that will be either a back burner game or a game that it's understood that game will at least be checked out once I get a chance. But here's the other catch to all of this. All right, you ready for this? There's more games right around the corner. In fact, on March 3rd, it's Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Now, I don't know if you guys want me to play that one or not, but that one basically is kind of the, I guess it's supposed to be like Demons or Dark Souls-esque kind of game. Man, it's confusing. I don't even know what to play. Really, after Wolong Fallen Dynasty, I think we have several weeks of nothing until the end of the month when it's Resident Evil 4 Remake and other stuff. So, I think we'll have opportunity to focus more into that stuff once we get to it. But right now, the problem is everything's coming out kind of very close and at once. And it's Wulong Fallen Dynasty, not Wolong. Oops. Oh, well, whatever. Semantics. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do this week. I need your feedback. I'll be honest. If you want my take, I think I should play Like a Dragon Ishin. Why? Because I love the Yakuza franchise. We haven't played a Yakuza game or anything in that franchise in a while. It's also a what-if scenario, add some variety. I feel like that, even if it's not a giant audience, I'll still have an audience for that game no matter what. Atomic Heart is kind of a what-if. It could be one of those games where you play it once, and people are like, and you play it twice, you're like, right? Well, like Atomic Heart could be the next Scorn, right? Or it could be the next, you know what I'm saying? A Game Pass game where people want to check out the first stream just on Odyssey, or curiosity purpose, because they don't know what it is. So everyone shows up and watches it like once, and after that they're like, man, it ain't that good. And so they just, they kind of get tired of it and don't show up again. And it could be me too. I might just play it once, but like, it's kind of, is it too much like the Wolfenstein franchise? I don't know. What I would say is, at least with Atomic Heart, okay, it's on Game Pass. It's not going anywhere. If I don't play it right away, it's not like it's a giant loss, because I could easily just play it when I get a chance. As opposed to like a Dragon Ishin, I feel like it's something that you want to play along with everyone else. It's you know what I mean? It's a new release that actually I feel has some hype behind it a little bit. That's my take, but I mean, you could completely disagree with me, and I'd like to know your thoughts. Oh, it's Atomic Fart, not Atomic Heart. See, I got it all wrong. It's not Atomic Hearts, it's Atomic Fart. I see.
No, that is not scat talk. It's a fart joke. Scat talk, you guys know what scat talk is. It's when Phil gets overly fucking detailed with that crap. It's borderline. And making a fart joke is borderline, but no, I'm not taking scat talk for that.
Anyway, I guess I need your feedback, because I'm playing at least one new game on Tuesday, but the question is, what is it? And the answer is, I don't know yet. We got to talk about it over this weekend, and you help me determine what is the new game that I play on Tuesday, okay? Please help me with that. So there you go. That's the streaming week. All right, now, a quick reminder. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. I haven't determined the day yet. Either Saturday or Sunday, so either the 25th or the 26th of February, is actually the next big React event. And this event is me reacting to a documentary from June the King. And the members have been voting over on DSP Reacts, and they are overwhelmingly weighing in, saying that they definitely want to see the Pro Jared documentary. Like last time I checked, it was around 60%. Let me double check that now. Yeah, it's 61% people want the Pro Jared documentary. So it looks like that's what we're doing. which should be very interesting because I actually don't know the story of Pro Jared at all. All I know is what I was told on social media and made a couple, tweets about, and that was it. Like, I literally don't know anything else. So it'll be very interesting to try to see what the truth of the matter is, what happened to that guy years ago, and the hell that he went through. So it looks like that's what we're doing, and it looks like that's not this weekend, but next weekend. Okay? And that likely will probably be all day, because if it's an hour and a half documentary, and you guys know me, I'm going to be pausing the documentary, talking a lot, adding a lot of comments and perspective. It's probably take at least 3 hours, if not longer. If we make a day of it, if we do kind of a marathon event, I think that might make sense. Like, we'll do it as a marathon. We'll do a podcast. We'll do the react. I'll maybe order food during the show. We'll have a break with food. We'll continue on, and then when the react's done, if we have extra time, we can just chill and do some Q&A and stuff, right? Relax, right? I actually think that's how we should handle these long react events for DSP Reacts, is they should be like day-long specials. So you guys just chill with me on DSP Reacts, and we have kind of a casual time watching, reacting, and then talking about it. And we could like decompress from the documentary after it ends and have discussion, you see? So there you go. That's coming. But again, I need to know, I definitely need to know, what are you interested in for what day? Should it be Saturday or Sunday? Maybe we'll put a poll up for that tomorrow on DSP Reacts. Maybe I'll put a poll up, a public poll. Would you prefer that big react to be Saturday or Sunday? And then people can vote and determine what they want with that. Okay? And it'll be a day-long thing. All right. That's the schedule. That's interesting. So again, to recap, today, Hogwarts Legacy and the new Warzone. Tomorrow, the DSP versus the Internet over on DSP Reacts and Oblivion. Saturday, One Piece Odyssey and Warzone. Sunday, Hogwarts and Oblivion. Monday, probably One Piece and maybe more Warzone. We'll see. Or it could be more Oblivion. And then Tuesday, definitely a new release game. I'm not sure what yet. All right, it could be Like a Dragon Asian. It could be Atomic Heart. It could be both. It all depends on what's happening. If we beat One Piece Odyssey over the weekend on the 2 major streams I'm planning on playing it, then there's a strongly increased chance that we'll actually do 2 new games this week, but it all depends. So we'll have to see what happens. Okay? John says, I'm all for Like a Dragon next week. Me too, I think. Like I said, that's what I'm leaning more towards, so we'll see. All right, guys. This is the big push. Are you ready for this? If you want to see DSP's Retro Games Challenge happen next month, all right, now is the time to become a member, renew a lapsed membership, or gift memberships to the channel. Now is the time. Why? Because within 1 week, we're going to see a member bomb that hit this channel last month expire. We're talking 50 to 60 members that were gifted, so we could do that Super Saturday event last week. Those are going to expire, and therefore, the members are going to dip. Now, I'm not saying there's no way that we can hit the members goal if we have a dip of members. I'm saying it's much easier to do it now before the members dip. If we get a rallying of people becoming members over these next few days, and we hit 550, we're locked in, we're doing this special event, we don't have to worry about it, we can be chill for the rest of the month. But I am a little nervous that basically we haven't seen growth in these members. We've literally stayed around 470 now for weeks. And I'm nervous that what's going to happen is we're going to have that expiry of the gifted member bomb, and we're going to go down 60, 70 members.
So that's why he's been getting gifted random memberships, like one by people. He's been getting like drip fed fucking memberships like very slowly. But I assume it's because of this fucking desperation rant here. By the way, bizarrely, he did not point at the text. He chose not to point at the text. I can't tick it. We'll see if he does it, but there's a good chance here that might not happen. We'll have to wait and see what Phil does. But quite bizarrely, he chose not to actually point down toward the text on the fucking, his wee bar, information bar at the bottom. Bad Luck says, not a shill, but welcome to his hourly self-advertising.
Members, and now you're talking about to hit 150 to make it happen. I don't know what's going to happen. All right? So, if at all you were holding back to become a member, or you're maybe thinking, I want to support...
If you were holding back... He's fucking accusing his fucking fans. If you guys are just intentionally fucking just holding back your money from me. You guys have all this fucking money and you were thinking of giving it to me, but you guys are holding back just for the fucking hell of it. Jesus fucking Christ, man, holding back. I'm so not holding. I mean, imagine if I fucking taught me like it's like imagine me going, "Hey, Steve, I did. You holding back on me, boy?" I'm pretty fucking sure I heard some change jangling on your fucking pockets there. Are you holding back on me? That's change you could be fucking given to me. I'm pretty fucking certain you got at least fucking 50p in that fucking pocket. And you guys, it's fucking ridiculous if you guys are holding back. Fuck off. Jesus Christ, Phil. Just fucking let people do it if they fucking want to fucking do it. Stop acting so goddamn desperate.
I don't know what's going to happen. All right? So, if at all you were holding back to become a member, or you're maybe thinking, I want to support DSP Gaming, I'll give some memberships today. Now would be a great time. We have almost 40 people on the stream. And I'm sure tons of those people would love a gifted membership. So please consider it. Thanks in advance. I would love to do this DSP Retro Game Challenge. I think it would be a great special event to do, so please consider it, okay? Thank you. Now, news. News story number 1. Susan W. That's right, I have absolutely no way I'm attempting to pronounce her final name, or her last name. Susan W., the CEO of YouTube, has stepped down.
There we go. So yeah, Phil actually covered the, Susan YouTube CEO stepping down. And to be fair, I couldn't fucking pronounce the surname either. I had a go at it earlier on, but I probably got it wrong. The only Polish I know is Spierdalaj, which is Polish for fuck off. That's the only Polish I know. Phil is 25% Polish apparently, yes. He's as much Polish as he is Italian.
Now, of course, this is all amidst a horrible scandal. No, it's not. She's been the CEO of YouTube for a very long time, and she's stepping down because she's basically kind of semi-retiring. She wants to spend more time with her family. She claims she'll still have involvement with Google. But what's kind of funny about it is, you take a look at this woman and her history. So basically, she's been with Google since the inception. The 1990s. Since the 1990s, she's been a part of Google. Apparently, she leased garage space to the people who made the Google search engine. So, years later, they made her the CEO of YouTube. Anyway, the person who's now going to be CEO of YouTube is basically her right-hand man.
What the fuck was that? What the hell was that?
So, years later, they made her the CEO of YouTube.
No, I mean, I need to, what the fuck was this strange fucking, tick here? What the fuck was this? Yeah, Clate bastard. I'm trying to think, is there any thumbnail worthy? Hold on.
So, years later,
Hold on.
leased garage space to...
I want to see if I can get a good thumbnail here. Hold on. Is there a good wee freeze frame here we can get? There, maybe. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of a good fucking freeze frame here. Also, what the fuck is he wiping? From just the sweat from his brow or something? What the fuck's he doing?
Money, yeah. Money. Oh, money, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Barrett. We also super chat. It says, so she rides out time at a company and is rewarded. Meanwhile, Phil got any job he had before YouTube via nepotism. Yeah, Phil, keep in mind, Phil has fucking said that going above and beyond at your fucking place of employment is a dumb thing to do because your employer will not usually reward you for it, which I think is just terrible. It's terrible advice he has given to primarily young audience. I say Phil's got a young audience, I don't mean they're all fucking kids. No, I mean, let's be honest here, there's going to be quite a lot of young men here. Men that might be fucking looking for this kind of secure employment, and they're being fed, they're being fed things by Phil Burnell, who says don't go above and beyond. They're being fed this fucking instruction from Phil, this little life hack from Phil. Don't you fucking think about going above and beyond at your place of work. If you get a job, don't try and go above and beyond because it's not fucking worth it. They're being told to do this by Phil, which I think is the dumbest fucking advice you can give. No. It costs you fucking nothing to try and go out your way a wee bit, you know what I mean? I'm not saying fucking go break your back and get exploited by your fucking employer. I'm not fucking saying that, but if you make yourself indispensable to a fucking company, they will not want to fucking lose you. They will not want to get rid of you. I had somebody I used to work with. I worked for a bank myself now, right? But I used to work with somebody who was on our team, and he went out his way to learn very specific things to do with spreadsheets and how to do these kind of, Excel has a whole bunch of things where you can create formulas. So and in macros as well, you can create macros, not shit, to generate things and do things automatically for you. He made a couple of these up himself. He taught himself. He made these up on the fly. And when it came time for him to fucking want to get a certain job promotion at the bank, he told him, look, if I don't get this, I'm going elsewhere. He made himself indispensable to that fucking certain team in that bank. And so they fucking, there's no choice. They literally had no choice but to say, we don't want to lose you, the job's yours. That's what I'm saying. He went above and beyond. My colleague went above and beyond, and he got what he wanted. He got his rewards for it. He was recognised for his efforts, and also they valued him. They didn't want to lose him. Phil though is don't go above and beyond, because I tried to do it. This is Phil's story. We have no idea what Phil actually fucking did. Phil likes to fucking over exaggerate. For all we fucking know, Phil's massive amount of fucking over and above and beyond kind of work involved maybe fucking opening a spreadsheet and fucking typing in data at some point. We don't fucking have a clue what Phil actually fucking did. But he's fucking telling his fucking audience, don't go above and beyond. It'll fucking work. It's not worth it. It's terrible advice in my opinion. Raziel Loss says, so essentially the normal call centre employees make up to around 35k a year tops, and she was being paid over 60k a year, so all the above and beyond was a company trying to get their money's worth. That's a very good fucking point, Raziel. Very good fucking point. Phil was already on decent money, it sounds like, at this fucking helicopter place that his fucking daddy got him the job for. Phil got that fucking job because his daddy got it for him. Let's never fucking forget that simple fact. Anyway, is this thumbnail worthy? Yeah or no? I don't think this is thumbnail worthy. So, we're moving on.
Anyway, the person who's now going to be CEO of YouTube is basically her right-hand man. They actually literally in an article called him her lieutenant, who she's handpicked and trained to be her replacement, who literally is Mini Susan. I guess he's like Mini-Me Susan. Acts like her, does everything like her. So, when something like this happens, okay, when you get a leader who's a very distinct kind of leader, and then they're stepping down, but the next person taking over is literally the same person, do you really think you'll have any changes? Probably not. In fact, I would go as far to say you'll probably won't see any changes here on YouTube, which I guess, you know, some people might say that's fine. They like YouTube as it is. Some people might say, man, I really would have liked YouTube to change and stir things up. You know, sometimes the changing of the guard is a good thing. I don't know. Personally, if it stays the same, I mean, I don't hate it here on YouTube. Let me tell you. I mean, there's definitely things I would like to have improved. At the same time, I've now been doing this full time on YouTube for about 2 years, and I don't have that many complaints. Other than, I wish they would have followed through some of their promises about improving and promoting streaming, which they have not. I mean, let's be honest. Finding someone streaming on YouTube is impossible. Like, the discoverability is non-existent. YouTube has decided to focus over the years on other things such as YouTube Shorts, YouTube Premium, rather than YouTube streaming. Even though I feel YouTube streaming is a giant opportunity for them, where now when you have other businesses that are direct competitors like Twitch that are constantly making mistakes, we're going to renegotiate everyone's contract to pay them less. Oh, we're going to have all these issues with moderation and things over there. Now would be their opportunity to step up and say, we're going to take that market. And they literally have never done that. Instead, let's focus on completely unrelated shit. It just doesn't make sense from a business perspective. But when they have people in charge of the company that aren't really these kind of minded people, that's what you have. Susan, I'm sure, was a competent leader, but didn't ever seem to jump on the things that would make sense. Whenever there was an opportunity, it's like, what are they focusing on? Something completely out left over here that has nothing to do with anything, right? Look, Twitch is falling apart at the seams. YouTube is a viable competitor for streaming. What are we focusing on? YouTube Shorts. What? Why? Why are you competing with TikTok when you do have a competitor you could possibly take the whole market from? You're going to try to fight with TikTok instead. I just don't know, man. It makes me scratch my head, some of the choices that this site has made, okay? Anyway. Good luck to Susan moving on, whatever she does with her life. You know, she really is spending time with her family more. That's a good thing. Okay. Other news stories. Excuse me. I have a frog in my throat. That's a news story. Reminder, as of March 27th, 2023, you will no longer be able to make any purchases whatsoever on the Nintendo eShop for Wii U or Nintendo 3DS titles. All games will be discontinued. Therefore, you must make your final purchases for the Wii U and 3DS within the next month to month and a half. If you don't, you'll never be able to buy digital content for those consoles ever again. I think a lot of people forgot about that Nintendo decided to close those shops, okay? So anyway, just throwing that out there. Some people are starting to come out with their reviews of the new Horizon VR game. If you guys aren't aware, PSVR 2 comes out in like a week. I know many people don't even know that. It hasn't been like a lot of talk about it yet, but I think there will be in the next week. And everyone's saying, oh, the killer app for PSVR 2 is going to be this Horizon game, right? Now, the funny part about that was I talked about this last week and I said, the Horizon game is going to be the killer app. Okay, can we think about this logically? Okay. Horizon Forbidden West last year when it came out, it had a lot of media and a lot of hype behind it, and everyone thought this is going to be a Game of the Year contender, a shoo-in. That game underperformed, undersold, and by the end of the year, no one even remembered it existed. Can you believe that no one even talked about it at all in their Game of the Year considerations? No one. It was as if the game was a fart in the wind, right? So the funny part about it was, I really feel that Sony was banking on Horizon Forbidden West being a giant seller, and if it did, oh, now this new Horizon VR game is going to sell PSVR 2 for us. And what happened? The game basically flopped. And now, a year later, their killer app is a game in a franchise no one's really talking about. Some of the early reviews are coming out, and get this. You ready for this? First early review, it's not a...
I'm going to tell you right now, the reviews aren't going to be good. The reviews are going to be fucking bad. You might know why I can tell the reviews aren't going to be fucking good.
Early reviews are coming out, and get this.
This fucking smirk right fucking here. He fucking revels not only in fucking, review things doing poorly, but it's when he's fucking... Phil was shat over the fucking concept of PSVR and shat over the concept of, fucking Horizon as well. He doesn't like the fucking game, and he thinks it's a fucking joke. Especially even for a VR fucking version of the fucking game, he thinks it's a fucking joke. He cannot wait to fucking shit over this game some more and read off his fucking reviews. He is happy about the shit. You think a passionate gamer would be showing some sort of fucking concern that this sort of innovative kind of idea is not doing well. It's a potential way to try and fucking make video games, evolve and not shit. We're always looking for fucking ways to try and evolve and improve the fucking concept of video games. Some people really like fucking VR games. Phil, though, doesn't like fucking VR games. He has no fucking time for it, and so he's happy that this game isn't... I assume the review is going to be fucking negative. Let's just fucking see. But he is smiling like this. You know it's not going to be a fucking positive review for the game, proving him wrong.
You ready for this? First early review. It's not a great VR game. In fact, it's not even a good Horizon game.
There we fucking go. How did I fucking know? How did I know he was going to fucking just... And he's laughing about it. He is happy that this game's not doing well. And he's happy that PSVR's big fucking massive titles will be a fucking flop apart. He is enjoying this fucking shit. As a gamer, he should be fucking annoyed about it, not fucking enjoying it.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Fine.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
First of all, thank you very much to Black Mage for super chat. It says, hack the bejesus out your 3DS, folks. Yar. I guess it's like, I was going to say talk like a pirate day, but Black Mage. I maintain that pirate speaks like Scottish people. Like, if you want to fucking try and sound Scottish, just talk like a fucking pirate. They roll their R's as well, like, Arr. Yeah. Barrett Wells says, thank you very much, Barrett Wells for super chat. It says, and yet every time the gaming industry fails, so does Phil, because he can't separate himself from games. Yeah, there's a real dependency from Phil on games. So, like, Phil has always fucking tried to maintain that it's the games that fucking make him be successful. If something doesn't do well for him, it's not fucking Phil's fault that it doesn't do well, it's the game. Oh, it was a bad game. That playthrough didn't do well, it was a bad game. Didn't get a lot of fucking support in this fucking game. However, P is desperate for me to fucking say purple burglar alarm. I will not say purple burglar alarm. You cannot trick me into saying purple burglar alarm. No matter how hard you try, however, I will not be fucking made to say purple burglar alarm on the stream. It's a nice fucking try though, however. Very good fucking try. RealX says, counter to that point, bad things should fail instead of setting a precedent for future slop. Oh yeah, if something is bad, it should absolutely be allowed to fucking fail. But Phil, as a fucking gamer, as an apparently passionate fucking gamer, should be fucking hoping and demanding for better. He is enjoying this is not doing well. He is enjoying these negative reviews. He should be fucking passionately trying to fucking say to these fucking companies, you need to fucking do better. He is enjoying, because he doesn't like VR, because he doesn't like the fucking concept of PSVR. Now, is PSVR, even VR gaming in general, is it a fucking future? It could potentially be. You know what I mean? It's not just PlayStation that are fucking trying to do VR, you got the Oculus Rift as well and all that shit, you know what I mean? All these different fucking, there's different fucking people trying to fucking corner, become the big VR market kind of thing. So it's one of those things where it's still got a lot of, it's trying to find its place in the gaming world essentially. But Phil just hates it altogether, mainly because he cannot fucking enjoy, he can't really do streams while doing VR gaming content. It fucking limits him from fucking begging for tips if he's fucking stuck immersed in a VR game. Plus he can only do it for like 20 minutes at a time because he's a fucking weak ass bitch who gets all fucking dizzy and fucking overheated. So yeah, I don't know. He is not a big fan of VR games, so he's got no fucking time for it. But as a passionate gamer, he should be fucking trying to demand better from these fucking companies instead of just fucking enjoying it, not doing fucking well.
Oops. That's our VR2 killer app, huh? Oopsie. So now it's funny, because the question is like, what are you going to play on PSVR 2? Well, it has a new 4K OLED screen. The motion tracking is better, much better than PSVR 1. The PS5 is a more powerful console, so you actually feel like you're in a HD VR world. By the way, there's no games. Again. This is the second time they're launching a PSVR, and there's no killer apps for it. Why are they... Anyway, I'll cover news about PSVR 2 when it comes out, but I'm not buying it. I'm not dropping $600 on it. I'm not buying crappy VR games for it. I've been there, done that. It was a complete waste of my time. All right, I take that back. It was not a waste of my time because at the time it was something groundbreaking for consoles, right? It was good to be able to cover it when I did, 7 years ago because it was something different. However, I have changed who I am as a gamer, and now I'm all about the interaction on these streams and talking with you guys, and I can't do that with a VR headset on my head. I can't even see you. So and by the way, if anything, PSVR 1 proved I can't do the VR stuff in this office. It's too small. I would need a much bigger space to do VR, and I don't have it. So it's not for me. It's maybe for many other people. It's not for me, but I will continue to cover if there's any other news about it. Okay. Here's the thing that's not even game news. McDonald's is going to be launching, listen to this, a new line of chicken McNuggets that aren't chicken. It's plant-based McNuggets. Now,
Why is this newsworthy for DSP Gaming? DSP Gaming, the channel's called DSP Gaming. It's meant to be. Why, Phil? God damn it, why? I don't understand why you're fucking bringing this up on your fucking gaming podcast fucking show. Why the hell are we talking about fake chicken McNuggets? No, I say fake. I say fake because it's not fucking real chicken. I'm not saying fake because you get what I'm fucking saying.
Now, I hate to say this, but McDonald's doesn't even make good nuggets now.
Oh, don't you fucking dare shit talk. Phil, I would rather have chicken nuggets than your fucking crappy sugar diabetes-inducing fucking marinara sauce. Fucking 10 cups of sugar or some pish getting poured into some fucking sauce. Fuck the fuck off. Nothing wrong with McDonald's fucking nuggets. Especially some sweet and sour sauce, hits the spot.
Their nuggets now are terrible. I've had them in the last year. They are gross.
You're fucking gross.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
That's wee ass fucking dirty bitch whining about chicken nuggets. These nuggets are disgusting. You're fucking gross, Phil. Thank you very much, Logan K, for the super chat. It says he launched DSP Reacts and there are no killer apps for that either. Ooh, sick burn. Yeah, he launched DSP Reacts with fuck all ready for it. Apparently had months, a lot of weeks went into preparing for fucking DSP Reacts, and then he fucking has to get set up for like fucking 30 minutes. Need to import these animations, need to import these emotes, need to import this and that and overlays and that shit. And he has no fucking idea what to fucking do for the shows. So fuck knows where all that fucking preparation went into. D-Dog says he could have mentioned McDonald's AI ordering and how it failed. At least that is tech news, but he's thinking with his stomach. I don't even know why he's bringing this up. It's a gaming channel, and he's bringing this up. Okay, let's just see what Phil says and let it play out in its entirety. I'm reminded it back to when he brought it up.
VR, and I don't have it. Okay. Here's the thing that's not even game news. McDonald's is going to be launching, listen to this, a new line of chicken McNuggets that aren't chicken. It's plant-based McNuggets. Now, I hate to say this, but McDonald's doesn't even make good nuggets now. Their nuggets now are terrible. I've had them in the last year. They are gross. It doesn't even taste like chicken anymore. A lot of the times when you get the chicken nugget from McDonald's and you go to eat it, there's almost no chicken in it. It's like all breading and air, and the chicken in it is not even like recognizable as chicken. It's kind of flavorless. The only thing you can really taste when you eat a chicken McNugget is the breading and the sauce you dip it in. So what's funny about that is some people will be like, well, all this replacement protein now that we have plant protein instead of real meat, which is, ever since the Impossible Burger, the Impossible Whopper, so now we're going to have, I guess, the Beyond Meat chicken nuggets, right? And some people would say, man, there's no way that's going to work because you know that that's not going to taste like meat, okay? Well, guess what? I blew it. Hold on. Well, guess what?
Mass.
Chicken nuggets don't taste like meat now, so it probably won't matter. Maybe they'll be better. I think I actually want to try them. I'm serious. I think I actually want to try them just because I think that the current chicken nuggets are so bad that maybe the Beyond Meat will taste better. I don't think it could actually get much worse. So I'm actually interested in trying them. There's no date yet, but it's saying that they're going to launch them around 1,400 McDonald's locations, and then they're going to kind of roll it out further if it does successfully. I would think they do them here because, like I said, where I live in Seattle, this is like ground central for, organic food, vegan food, Impossible, Beyond Meats, all that alternative food shit is all the rave. You can't even find a super...
Alternative food shit. There's Phil's thoughts and feelings right on that right there. These alternatives for vegan people, this food shit. This alternative food shit. Fuck off, Phil. Let people enjoy what they want to fucking enjoy, Phil. I mean, okay. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, VLX, for super chat. It says trying to make real meat only for the rich. Is bizarre. I mean, I was going to fucking say there. Thanks VLX for the super chat. I was going to say though, for my fellow British people in the chat, you know, who's all gone to Greg's? I think most of us have enjoyed Greg's at some point. Who's all tried the vegan sausage rolls in Greg's? They're quite nice. They're not actually that fucking different from a normal sausage roll. It's quite fucking good. Greg's the bakers, so yeah, the British will know what I'm talking about, you know, the British fucking detractors.
Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for a super chat. It says, "Hey Phil, can you point to the nugget part of a chicken?" I don't know if Phil could do that at all. I don't think he's capable of knowing where it fucking comes from. He'll probably just point to the fucking egg, thinking that comes first. But yeah, as I'm saying, like, Greg's is an easy example I could think of for, it's like, you know, vegan alternatives doesn't mean it's bad fucking food. You know, sometimes it's good to me that people who are vegan who still want to enjoy a kind of taste. It's not even just that. It's like these vegan alternatives, if done right, are good for households, for people that enjoy that kind of taste, but they're not fucking eating. It's kind of accommodating, isn't it? You know what I mean? If you're in a household or whatever, and there's one person that's like vegan, it's not a separate fucking diet for them. They too can enjoy the vegan stuff if it's done right. And that's the kind of, when they get it right, that's great for them. I'm no vegan. I'm a big fat bastard, man. I'm no vegan. So, but I'm just saying though, it's one of those things where it's like, I was shitting on this. He is literally saying it's not real food.
I live in Seattle. This is like ground central for, you know, organic food, vegan food, Impossible, Beyond Meats, all that alternative food shit.
Alternative food shit. He is literally calling it shit. That alternative food shit. He clearly has no fucking time for it whatsoever.
Is all the rave. You can't even find a supermarket out here that doesn't have a whole section of that shit. So I'm actually interested in trying it, but I'm not convinced it's going to be good. All right. When they launch it, if anyone knows exactly when they're going to launch it, I'd like to know. Maybe we could do something. You know, ESP reacts to the new chicken nuggets. Try it. See if they're any good. Okay?
Why do I have a feeling that DSP Tries It is going to get resurrected for the React channel? We are going to see a resurrection of DSP Tries It.
Dark Angel says, McDonald's chicken nuggets are nothing but nasty ass rubber and breading. I've gotten food poisoning from them more than once. All right, one final story, and both of these things are updates regarding PlayStation. So, just a week or two ago, PlayStation made the big announcement that if you have PlayStation Plus Extra or PlayStation Plus Premium, that they were removing a ton of games. And remember, I had argued these were the games that arguably made you want to make that purchase decision to get that higher tier subscription plan. So it was weird that they were going to remove them and then not replace them with anything. Well, guess what? They are replacing them. They just took their time announcing it. Here's the games they're now adding. You ready for this? Horizon Forbidden West, Scarlet Nexus, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Borderlands 3, Outriders, Tekken 7, Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, Earth Defense Force 5, Uranaki, Lost Sphere, don't know what that is, I Am Setsuna, and The Forgotten City. So those are the games they're adding to replace the ones they're removing. Now the weird thing about that is, some of these are already been
Money,
on...
money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for super chat. It says, Phil can't eat nuts and seeds like vegans because of his soft teeth. An interesting fucking point. I don't personally. I don't enjoy eating nuts personally. I don't like the taste of, like, you know, peanuts or whatever. I'm not a big fan. But seeds are also fucking, like, you know, strawberries not shit technically. I mean, it's like seeded. I know it's not. You know, I don't mind. Like, you know, it's like you imagine, like, how much fruit do you think Phil gets through in like a week? Barely any, I imagine. I mean, when's the last time Phil ate a banana, a tasty banana? Put banana in his mouth. I don't think he's done it in a long fucking time. I'm just saying.
Those are the games they're adding to replace the ones they're removing. Now, the weird thing about that is, some of these have already been on Game Pass for ages. I played The Forgotten City a year ago because it was on Game Pass, right? Remember? It was like January, February last year I played it. So it's a little weird that they're adding those games when a lot of these are already Game Pass games for a while, you know? I don't know if any of those sound good enough that you'd be like, oh, well, since they're adding those, I definitely will get PlayStation Plus Premium now. I mean, I don't think any of those are like system sellers. A lot of those are very old games, right? Several years old. Resident Evil 7? Resident Evil 7 was a PSVR 1 game. When PSVR 1 came out, that was the game that they were touting you should play it. So,
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Anders Pack for a super chat, who says, I'm right now watching some alternate stream Shiite. I don't know. I don't know if you meant to put that wee dash in between, you know, in the middle of shite, but yeah, Shiite. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm quite behind on Phil's antics right now. So I don't know what I'm saying. I'm behind by almost an hour. I'm 54 minutes behind DSP. Maybe I should go 1.5 speed. Yeah, I'm going to have to go 1.5 speed. I'm fucking miles behind. Thank you very much, Anders Pack, for the super chat. But Jesus, man, I'm miles behind. So Phil starts gameplay. Oh my fucking god. I just had a glimpse of what the fucking end of podcast thumbnail is. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Well, you guys are in for a fucking horrible surprise.
was a PSVR 1 game. When PSVR 1 came out, that was the game that they were touting you should play it. So, it's kind of weird. The other thing is that there is a free weekend this weekend for those who are interested. You can play multiplayer games this weekend on PlayStation consoles with no subscription fees. You don't have to pay for PlayStation Plus. Apparently, it's free. They're saying it's a free online multiplayer weekend to all PS4 and PS5 console owners this weekend. Interesting. I mean, I guess I could throw this question out. Would anyone be interested in seeing me play Street Fighter this weekend? I guess they're saying this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh no, it's February 18th and 19th. So that would be Saturday, Sunday. Would anyone be interested in seeing me play old school Street Fighter Saturday night, Sunday night? Because I don't have to fucking pay for it. We can even find matches, right? Because it would only be Saturday, Sunday. I'm definitely not paying for PS Plus just to play that game and find nobody. But if it's free for a weekend, then I would consider it. Feedback seems split in the chat. Some people are like yes, and others are like nah. I kind of figured that's what it was going to be too. I thought you guys were going to be split. So, all right, well that's everything. Now we get to shout outs, my friends. How's everyone doing, by the way? I see a lot more people joining. Welcome to the channel. We have no YouTube side contributions at all. Zero. Not a single super chat, not a single membership, not a single super sticker. I'm very upset. And now we start off today on the wrong foot. I'm very upset with all of you.
The guilt tripping. The massive hint guilt tripping. And then this is why that's how fucking long ago this was. This is almost an hour ago, and Phil got given a bunch of memberships one by one, drip feeding them in from dentheads. I felt sorry for them because they were guilt tripped into fucking giving them memberships. What a fucking moron, man. What a fucking pathetic bastard.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to D-Dog for a super chat. It says, I like how it didn't cover Game Pass losing money for Microsoft and game devs discovered during the Activision Blitz merge. No, not that news. So that seems like quite relevant fucking news, but Phil just chose to not fucking cover it for some fucking reason. I guess he just didn't come up on his Twitter feed. I don't think Phil actually looks for news. He just goes to, like, you know, he just basically scrolls on his Twitter, and whatever, like, you know, his usual people are fucking talking about, that's what he fucking, you know, takes note of for news. It's just, he's a lazy bastard, man, he really is. He's such a lazy bastard when it fucking comes to try to source the fucking news stories. I mean, like, if fucking has goddamn chicken nuggets, vegan chicken nuggets as a fucking news story. Jesus fucking Christ, Phil.
No, I'm not. Let's actually do some shout outs for, hold on, oops, misclicked. Oops, come on! Stop! Okay. Let's do shoutouts for tips. Our first tip of the day.
Hooray! Said tips. We have our first bingo of the fucking day, ladies and gentlemen. The top row has all been fully greened. And I don't know if that's a fucking term, but it is now. So I think that's our first bingo of the goddamn game. Hooray.
Hey. Let's see here. Sakura Miku did a $1.25 tip and says, since you started a DSP Reacts channel, does this mean the interview is pushed back? So...
yeah, I guess that person wasn't clued up to Phil cancelling the idea of doing an interview to try and make himself not be as much of a laughingstock on the internet. Remember when Moist made fun of him because, you know, Moist came across the Aquateel clip of Phil being a little salty bitch boy playing a game? And Phil's like, the internet's making fun of me. I need to do an interview on a big YouTuber channel. So yeah, I guess this person that tipped Phil is not aware that the interview is cancelled.
The interview. What is he talking about? What are you talking about? The interview. What on earth are you speaking of? You're referencing something from like early November, right? Okay. Really quick. Back in early November, there was a lot of negativity towards me on the internet from a lot of other YouTubers and channels. All of a sudden, everyone was kind of dogpiling on me, saying, hey, DSP's kind of bad now, because it looks like every single stream, all he's literally doing is e-begging, and it's getting disgusting, and basically there's a lot of people, including Moist Critical, but others as well, who were kind of saying a lot of negative things about me. At that time, I said, I think that's unfair. If you really want to know the truth about me, why don't you interview me and actually have a chance to talk to me directly and ask me these questions rather than making unfair assumptions about me and my content? How about you have a man-to-man talk rather than just talking shit on your own avenues, right?
That wasn't me. That was not me. It skipped all by itself there.
Own avenues, right?
Yeah, that's nothing to do with me. I think his stream broke temporarily for a little while.
Am I back?
Yeah, his stream broke, clearly.
Looks like I'm back.
Oh, that's so annoying. That was... I think we missed out on a genuinely fucking salty rant there. But not just us, everyone must have missed out on it, because I'm saying literally it jumped
Just
from...
talking shit on your own avenues, right?
And it jumped, that's what I'm saying, it jumps to there. So obviously Phil also fucking kept going. He was building up ahead of steam, and all that shit. He was getting ready to fucking shit talk all these fucking YouTubers, not shit. And all of a sudden, his stream died.
Am I back? Looks like I'm back. The internet dipped and then came right back. There was a dip. That was a dip, and now I'm back. I should be fine. Can you hear me again? No sound. Can you hear me? All good? I'm good. There is sound. Okay. I don't know. I'm checking. I don't see. It looks like the internet dipped out for a second and came right back. I don't know what happened. Perhaps just a blip in the lines. Because it did show that it dropped completely and then came right back. Okay, are we good? Let's continue. So, basically what's happened is, since November, a couple things happened. A bunch of people contacted me for the interview. A bunch of people exposed themselves as scumbags on the internet, including a particular guy that goes by the name of Destiny, who literally told me that he was contacting me for a legit interview, only to reveal that, oh yeah, it was going to be a total trap and we were going to embarrass Phil and everything. So I'm glad that I was very skeptical in what I did, and to see who really are the legit people out there who are interested in covering issues, and other people who are just scumbags looking to make a laugh and get a rise off of other people's misery, all right? We really exposed certain people like Review Tech USA, Keemstar, and Destiny for who they really are, and then I got actually to see some legitimate people, because I actually was contacted by quite a few different people who were legit and wanted to actually interview me. In fact, as of today, I still have 2 people who are very interested in interviewing me, all right? But what's happened, okay? I'll tell you what's happened. Since early November, I changed my attitude. I'm not that kind of same guy talking constantly about the bullshit and the nasty stuff, the stupid shit. I stopped. I don't. If troll bait comes up, right, and someone brings up a trolling topic or whatever, I ignore it. Correct? I just...
Not really. You still get triggered, Phil, and you still fucking get quite toxic and salty.
Whatever, that's troll bait. Let's continue. And we just continue on positively, right? If people come in here and say, what happened to the interview? Why do I need an interview? Everything here is good. Take a look at my streams. Attendance is good. Support is good. People are having a great time. I don't care about what these idiots in their own detractor circle say. Who gives a shit about them? All I care
You do. Phil, we live rent-free in your goddamn fucking head. We are living permanently rent-fucking free in that big-ass fucking strange-shaped head of yours.
about is that we're all here having a good time, having fun. And as long as I'm doing that and you guys are enjoying the content, then I'm doing my job. And you guys have overwhelmingly told me over the last few months, I'm doing a good job with this, and I stopped being the guy that's all about money, money, money. And
But then you fucking slipped back into your fucking old ways, and you fucking had to get told by a chat, and you're I'm sorry guys, I can't believe I slipped back into my fucking old ways. It's not been just fucking 2 or 3 months of you fucking perfectly ignoring the troll bait. No. You struggled to fucking do that, Phil. That's a simple fact of fucking matter. Also, let's be real here. Everyone in your fucking goddamn chat has to walk on goddamn eggshells. They're fucking terrified of fucking pissing you off or pissing off on your fucking strange mods. If they fucking say the wrong goddamn thing, they can't talk about certain fucking subjects. No, people in your fucking chat are terrified at times to fucking say what they fucking want to fucking say. Just in case you're in a bad fucking mood that day or something. Compare that to any other fucking detractor shit. Go to fucking That Being Said and look at their chat. Go to fucking, Meerkat and that being, and look at the chat in there. Even here, even the bingo stream here, and look at the chat here. People are having a good fucking time. People are happy to be here and not shit. People are chilling out and having a grand old fucking time. Nobody has to fucking worry about what I'm fucking going to say. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where it's like, Phil's chat are terrified to fucking speak their mind at times because it might fucking piss Phil off. Anywhere else really on YouTube, it's not just fucking detractor chats either, pretty much anyone else on YouTube, People can just fucking be what they fucking want. I was also not fucking trying to just also be the fucking derail crap, not shit, and just fucking go mental and just go away. No, people can just fucking enjoy themselves. Bill Baraski says, I haven't been banned for my McDuck comments. I don't even know what the McDuck comments relate to. You talk about Scrooge McDuck in Phil's chat? I mean, if you can get away with it, then fair enough.
You're happy about that and you like where things are going. Now I've made improvements. Look, the visuals are so much better. We got a Reacts channel going. So why now do I need to do an interview? I think we're doing good, right? So there's no interview. There's no point. If there comes a time when all of a sudden this crazy, you know, public opinion turns against me again, everyone's shitting on me for unfair reasons, and I feel like we need a public clarification of that stuff, then we'll do it. But I just find it funny that the people who were calling me out, and when I finally said, hey, let's do an interview, immediately shut up. Let's just put it that way, because there are some people who were very vocal negatively about me, and then the moment that I called them out and says, well, if you really don't like me, why don't you talk to me about it and we can figure it out?
Well, you're complaining that they didn't want you to use them for their bigger platforms. You wanted to exploit their far larger fan bases for your own personal gain, and they said no to that, and you're fucking trying to claim that's a W, as in you fucking showed them. You didn't get the fucking chance to fucking promote yourself on their far bigger platform, their far more successful fucking platform. And you're fucking using that as a fucking W, as in you fucking won that fucking, a little battle. No, Phil. You wanted the fucking big YouTubers. You wanted the fucking big fish to fucking come to you and attract and get them to invite you to their fucking big ass channel so you could fucking promote your fucking little shitey self and fucking feed them a whole bunch of fucking sob stories and fucking lies. Hoping to fucking God that they're going to be ignorant of most things about you. Like Moist, to be honest, I'm saying, Moist Crickle talking about Phil Burnell, kinda funny, but at the same time, Moist does not fucking know a huge amount about Phil. He is ignorant about a lot of the fucking things that Phil has done over the fucking years. What's Moist going to fucking do? Going to fucking call on the guy that fucking jerked off on stream and the guy that begs. That's pretty much all that Moist Crickle seems to know about Phil Burnell. And that's not me fucking having a go at Moist Crickle in general. He is a fucking busy guy. He's got a big fucking YouTube fucking channel to run, as well as several other things outside of YouTube. So I'm not having a go at Moist Crickle for that. I'm just saying that Moist Crickle had accepted an interview with Phil Burnell. It would have been a fucking waste of fucking time, because what the fuck is Moist Crickle going to fucking ask Phil Burnell that, you know, he would fucking be able to fucking get good answers from? Nothing. It would just basically be like Moist going, so Phil, you kind of beg a lot these days. What's up with that? And Phil just fucking spins a sob story about, oh, the tractors fucking ruined my life. No, I shouldn't have went bankrupt. You know, it's not going to be fucking good questions, you know?
Oh, no, I'm not interested in that. All right, well, then keep my name out of your mouth. It's either you give me a fair shake or you stop shitting on me. You know what I'm saying? Because you always notice people who shit on me, mostly people above me, two people who are much bigger than me. That's punching down, man. It's fucked up. Like I don't need your shit. You know, I got
Phil, you punch down to us all the fucking time. Why is it okay for you to punch down on us, but they can't punch down on you? My channel is literally 100 times smaller than Phil Burnell's DSP Gaming channel. And yet, he feels, I mean, he's never actually directly punched down, to be fair. He has punched down on other detractor channels though. He has punched down on Diddy, he's punched down on Evil AJ, he's punched down on, I'm just trying to think, Tevin. Tevin's got a smaller channel, for fuck's sake, and he's punched down on him so many fucking times in the past. It's Tevin's fault. It's okay for Phil to punch down on other fuckers, but when he gets punched down on, Phil fucking turns into the biggest fucking victim in the whole wide fucking world. Fuck off, Phil.
Shit in my life, I don't need people punching down at me. So either give me a fair shake or don't, but since they've shut up about it, I guess I don't need to bother with it either. Okay? So that's my opinion. I'm not really interested in doing an interview. There you go. I got a $5 tip from Peppermint Shit. And they're criticizing.
I don't know if I should count that as scat talk. The person's name is quite literally Peppermint Shits.
I'm really interested in doing an interview.
I mean, it's a vile name, but it's not Phil choosing to say that. Phil's reading out somebody who tipped him. I don't think I can count that as scat talk. Not unless Phil overly elaborates on the name and goes on about it himself and makes a joke about it.
Yeah, there you go. I got a $5 tip from Peppermint Shit. And they're criticizing me doing a reservation and not making it on my day off. I don't care. I really don't care about you criticizing me about my reservation on my wife and I's day off. It's our determination what we do, what we don't do on our day off. I don't see how you have any bearing on it whatsoever, nor do I care. So thanks for the $5 tip, Peppermint Shit. But no thanks for your opinion. I don't care. Okay. I got a $2 tip from Spawn Killer.
Hold on. D-Dog's saying that scat talk happened during McDonald's segment when he's talking. No, I don't remember that. Somebody in Phil's chat mentioned getting food poisoning, but that wasn't scat talk. I don't think we've had scat talk yet, not properly.
It was 2010 when you got a cowboy hat when you went to Tennessee? Yeah, it was when I went there for the Super Battle Opera Qualifiers tournament. I remember. Totally remember, yeah. That was a hell of a trip. A long time ago. I received a $10 tip from Tarantula MS. He says, hey, Phil, how are you doing, Tarantula? Welcome. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for the support. A nice, generous tip today. Let's get that on the leaderboard here. And also give you thank you animation.
Was that a burp? We're very close to a free space. Was that a burp?
A nice, generous tip today. Let's get that on the leaderboard here. And also...
Is that a burp? That's a strange one. I'm going to need to slow us down. It's weird, but I know it's kind of weird, but I need to slow us down.
A nice, generous tip today. Let's get that on the leaderboard here. And also give...
It's a strange fucking, like... It's like it goes inward, though. It doesn't feel like he was, like, expelling gas. It feels like he was, like, inhaling it. It's bizarre. People are convinced it's a burp. Alright, I'll count it. I think it's a very strange one, but the people are convinced. I just think it's very odd. He swallowed a burp. So Quidif Poon says he saw that we're close to a free space. He's trying to deny us. One more time, just for clarity.
A nice, generous tip today. Let's get that on the leaderboard here. And also give you thank you animation.
It's like a snort or something. It was bizarre.
Oh, excuse me.
As I'm saying, it says excuse me. What happened there then?
And also give you thank you animation. Oh, excuse me.
What was that? He says excuse me. Was that a silent burp? Am I going to count? So he said excuse me for doing something silently. Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me on?
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for a super chat. It says, making a dinner reservation has nothing to do with the stream. Now, guys, it sure would be great if you could tip me so I can have dinner with my wife. That's an excellent fucking point as well, Black Mage. How fucking often does Phil fucking... He has in the past so many times said it'd be sure great. I would love to have dinner with my wife tomorrow. Or so one day off together a week. We get to have a one meal together a week. It'd be great if I can have a good meal together. So please tip. Usually these fucking begments are fucking said right before a fucking day off for Phil if he's not as flush with the tips as fucking usual. So yeah, it's just quite fucking bizarre if Phil fucking interjects this kind of thing into his content at times even though it's got nothing to do with gaming whatsoever. Yeah, but yeah, people are convinced that was a silent burp. I'm so confused. Phil says excuse me for doing things silently.
And also give you thank you animation. Oh, excuse me.
It's bizarre. I mean, people are convinced it's a fucking silent burp. Fair enough. I will count it as a free space. I'll count it. Oh, hang on. I need to go back to 1.5 speed. How's it normal speed there again? 1.5. Let's fucking go.
Okay. I see the $2 tip. Great Piggly Wiggly. Basically, I listen. I understand that you may actually want me to answer that question, but you have to understand that even if I for a moment touched upon that answer, all it would do is give very stupid people a lot of very stupid things to talk about, and therefore I'm not going to talk about it. But I appreciate your tip. I hope you understand. Okay, got a $1.30 tip from. Oh, let's see here. There's no... Okay, this is just someone trolling because I know that they're full of crap, but I'll just reiterate. There is no crossover between DSP Gaming and DSP Reacts, although I will talk about the channels for cross-promotion purposes between the channels. No, there's no crossover between anything between the channels. A super chat here doesn't count for there. A membership here doesn't count for there. A membership there doesn't count for here. A super chat there doesn't count for here. You know, they're two different channels, two different topics, two different kinds of content. Period. I'll just keep repeating myself over and over because people will keep asking the same dumb question because they think that they're going to get me to say something that I'm not. And
But hang on a second, Phil. You've said, though, that Ask the King on DSP Gaming... members on here question. The members on DSP Gaming will get to submit questions for Ask the King on DSP Reacts. So to me, there is an obvious crossover there. Going by your own words, Phil. I'm just pointing that out. There's definitely some sort of tangible crossover when you're fucking including DSP Gaming, Ask the King fucking content. To me, there's a crossover. That's just my fucking impression of it anyway. It's my take.
I received a $2 tip. This person says, I hope you use some discretion in regards to what you will react to. The other day when you did your first episode, a lot of those videos were cringe and not interesting. Well, here's the thing. You gotta understand that when I did that show, okay, it was completely on the fly. It was completely unprepared for, because I couldn't prepare for it, because if I did, I would have spoiled the whole thing. The whole point was it was a surprise announcement, correct? You guys liked that it was a surprise announcement. It built up some hype. It built up some anticipation, correct? And because of that, people really liked the way that it went. So if I had told you guys ahead of time, oh, by the way, guys, I'm launching a new React channel, but in order to get videos for the show, you have to become a member early, so please do it now. You know what I'm saying? It would have spoiled everything. Now, this channel's now been out since Sunday. It's now Thursday. You know, Friday's tomorrow. We've had people, about 40-some people who are members. They've been nominating stuff all week long, okay? And what I'll do is tonight, I'll sit down, I'll look at those things that were nominated, and I'll go through them, and I'll likely find some that are great, and some that aren't so great. By the way, I'm not going to watch them. All I'm going to do is see what they are, because people posted them up, so you can at least take a quick look and see exactly what they are. I might even be able to make, I'm trying to think, in the app, can you make a playlist ahead of time? You might be able to. Like, I might be able to make a playlist and call it, like, you know, DSP versus the Internet, February 17. And then I could make a list, like a playlist of videos that we could just kind of go through, rather than me having to click around to post. I'll see tonight what I can do on the fly on my phone, okay? But basically the way I see it is, at least now we'll have everything ahead of time. There'll be way more to work on. That was the other thing. Doing it live on Sunday, it was a 90-minute show, and I had maybe 12 video suggestions, right? It wasn't a lot. As opposed to now, I probably have dozens that I can go through. So there's a lot more to work with. That's what I'm telling you. Becoming a member and being a part of that whole process is a huge amount of power right now, because the channel's still in its early stages. Not a lot of members there yet. And it gives you so much tremendous power to be doing those suggestions. You know what I'm saying? Jared says, yes, there's something on the bottom right. It's called Library tab on mobile. I'll have to check that out tonight. The Library tab. Okay. Derek says, last Saturday, I forgot to make a playlist for the ads. I had troubles. Derek, what are you talking about? You're talking about the Saturday, Super Saturday event? What playlist would I have? It was 2 videos, and 1 video corrupted. There's no playlist there. That's why I made that stream visible. That whole raw stream is visible on DSP Gaming, because the whole hour was missing. And I said, you could just, oh, you're saying the ads to watch? No, I didn't make a playlist of the ads to watch. I didn't have time. There was no way to make a playlist, because literally you guys were submitting ads while the stream was running. There was no way to make a playlist like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll see if I can do it for tomorrow's show. Like I said, overnight, I'll sit down and I'll see if I can make like a playlist from your suggestions. And that way we have something to just hit play and watch and view through tomorrow on the show. So, okay. Thank you to the End Times. Has gifted multiple memberships to the channel. It looks like the first one went to Walter Moss. The second one went to My Ruin. And the third one went to Bobby Peso. So congratulations to the 3 of you. Be sure to thank End Times for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much, End Times. Dark Angel gifted a membership, and it went to Salty T. So that should be 4 new members this morning. And certainly that's a good start towards progress. Like I said, now is the time. We need to rally now if we're hoping to hit this member's goal. If we're going to do it, it has to be done in the next few days, or else we're just never going to hit it, okay?
Point to the text, you dick. Point down the way, you fucking moron.
I got a $1 tip. Fandango to the dollar says, FYI, Destiny has clarified the wrestling guys asking questions wasn't going to be on your interview. He was doing another show, a podcast, and I would be the first to attend. It doesn't matter. You understand it doesn't matter? Do you understand what he's saying? Wow, I was going to do a big setup for Phil where I was going to surprise him with this messed up stuff to make fun of him. Who cares? You're an idiot. You've just shown that you're a disingenuous person. Oh, Phil's interested in being covered in a serious way in an interview because he needs to clear the air about him. Oh, I want to set up a...
Phil, you're interested in fucking hijacking another fucking YouTuber's far bigger platform to try and fucking change the fucking narrative on what people see you as. You were the one that fucking tried to fucking get your own goddamn way in a situation. You're fucking trying to gain and gain and gain from... What do they gain? What the hell does this Destiny gain from having a small-time fuck tube, you know, fucker like you on their fucking show? This guy's only got 200k subscribers. He's a fucking guy that masturbated on the stream fucking years ago. He's a guy that had a bankruptcy because he doesn't know how to fucking run his business. It's a fucking guy that fucking cannot fucking do anything by himself. He's always fucking begging all the goddamn time. Yeah, these bigger YouTubers are going to fucking have a great fucking time. They're really going to fucking enjoy having your fucking stupid ass on their fucking show. No, it's all about fucking you trying to fucking promote yourself and try and fucking change the way you're perceived on their far bigger fucking platform. You're the one who's going to gain everything from that shit. They have nothing to gain. Destiny has nothing to gain from you having your stupid ass on their fucking show. Why? Well, of course he's going to fucking try and do something different and interesting. Why the fuck wouldn't he? He's got to try and make that shit some bearable somehow. Of course, Moist fucking done. As soon as fucking the idea for Moist interviewing you was fucking broached, he said fuck to that. And why the fuck would he go his fucking way to fucking interview your ass? Daddy Dallas Weeb says, have I heard of Marked One? He trolls Derek on certain adults. I've not heard of that, but I am quite thankful that someone is keeping close tabs on Derek. That guy's a creepy wee bastard, and he needs fucking observed at all fucking times.
Podcast where a bunch of pro wrestlers ask Phil insulting questions. Oh, that's really what we should be thinking about right now, right? How about no? How about you're a jackass, and I'm not going to interview with you because you're a jackass. Just like you proved how many years ago, my first interaction with you, I'm streaming on Twitch, right? And I'm playing a video game, and you raid my stream to talk about buying a car. Had nothing to do with what I was doing on stream or anything. Like, what? Like, there's some people out there who they like, how do you not understand your content is jackass content? Like, right? Like, what are you talking? This is what they put out on the internet. It's just amazing. The funniest part about it was when he said, and again, I think that this is misconstrued because someone was talking to him and saying that Phil didn't want to come on your interview with you because he doesn't like your interview style. And he said, well, if I'm going to give you exposure, if I'm going to give you a venue or exposure, an opportunity to get views on the internet because you're on my show, then you have to settle into my style. You have to accept how I do things. I actually completely 100% agree with that statement, which is why I actually decided I didn't want to interview him because I just didn't like his interview style, and I wasn't going to ask him to change his style for me. I thought that would be so incredibly over the top, full of myself to say, wow, I'm so over important. I want an interviewer to change the way they interview just for me. That sounds pretty greedy and egotistical, doesn't it? At the same time, the very funny part was when he says, if I'm going to give you an opportunity to like have a big audience. Destiny does not have a giant audience. He doesn't. He thinks he's big shit. He's not some big guy. All right. He has this audience, this isolated audience that very much likes him. But he's not.
Okay. I feel like I need to go to Social Blade and compare some shit. Hold on a second. I need to go and hang on. Let me go to Social Blade and compare the numbers. So there is actually a fucking thing where you can compare, can't you? Hold on. Similar channels? No. Isn't there a thing where you can compare to different fucking YouTube channels? I'm on DSP Gaming's fucking Social Blade shit right now. Where's it? I compare. Yeah, here's it. Top fucking right here. Compare. So we've got this must be Phil's second handle. Enter username. So Destiny. How's that? Does that work? Would that just work? So the red line is DSP Gaming and the blue line is Destiny. In the last 2 years, Phil subscribers have basically gone from 19. This is the growth of DSP Gaming. Okay, the red line is Phil. It went from just under 200k to just over 200k in the space of 2 years. In the same time span, Destiny has gone from about 500k. Was this 500k at this fucking point in time? Yeah, 517k it says there now. So it went from 517k to 1.55 million. Let's check other metrics, shall we? Daily subscribers for DSP. What the fuck happened here? Phil had 10k subscribers in one fucking like day, and Destiny didn't have any. So these are the daily subscribers, and Destiny has taken off within the last year since like fucking the early 2022. You can see Destiny gains like sometimes like 10k subs, or fucking like 10k a week, however. Future subscribers for DSP Gaming and Destiny is projected. This is projected. Phil is going to go from 202k to 210k. It's a flat line. It's a fucking flat line. It doesn't go up at all. 202k the whole fucking time for the next 2 years, apparently. The next 5 years, sorry. Destiny is projected to go from 1.5 million to 3 million, essentially. The future prediction. So there we go. Nobody really. So as I'm saying, nobody apparently watches Destiny. Estimated potential earnings. This will be good. Yearly projections for fucking DSP Gaming. Between 2.2k to 34k. I think this is basically just ad revenue only. This is only counting ad revenue, not memberships, whatever. This is ad revenue for your videos, I think. So between $2,000 and $34,500 for DSP. Destiny between 14,000 and 224,000. Fuck me, man, I know. Little Shadow says, wasn't that the bot fiasco at DSP? It could have been. It could have been. It happened. When did it happen? It happened in October. Yeah, it happened in October. The 19th of October. So the week beginning 19th of October. And then Phil lost 10k. So that's incredible. I just love it. This one going down away. So he went up 10k. Roughly. Now he went down 10k. Fucking week later. Oh my fucking god. It's too fucking funny. Views. There's actual views tab. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. So the red line, once again, ladies and gentlemen, is DSP Gaming. And the blue line is Destiny. So, yeah. Remember what Phil just said there?
Pretty greedy and egotistical, doesn't it? At the same time, the very funny part was when he says, if I'm going to give you an opportunity to like have a big audience. Destiny does not have a giant audience. He
Destiny doesn't have a giant audience.
doesn't. He thinks he's big shit. He's not some big guy. All right? He has this audience, this isolated audience that very much likes him. But he's not some ginormous guy. He thinks he is, I guess. Like,
I mean, Phil, he's doing far fucking better than you are, pal. He's projected to do far better. He's been doing far better for the server. But I mean, these are the fucking facts. Total video views for DSP Gaming and Destiny. Phil, that's something Phil can win. Phil can win the total video views overall. Because Phil has a 15-year legacy of uploading content to YouTube. Phil's video views in the past 2 years have gone from 438 million to 455 million. It took 2 years for Phil to gain about 20 million views because he has such a huge archive of shit. In that same time span, Destiny has went from 82 million views to 258 million views. So yeah, before too fucking long, within the next couple of years I imagine, within the next year or two, Destiny will overtake DSP Gaming for total video views. This is the correct Destiny, I'm pretty sure. It has to be, because look at the fucking channel size. Is this the wrong Destiny? Have I been looking at it wrong? Is this not Destiny's fucking channel? Is this just a completely different fucking Destiny? Who Destiny Space. Son of a bitch. This Destiny though is doing quite well as well, to be fair. Jesus Christ, what a fucking time I've been fucking, you know, showing off some of our Destiny. Jesus Christ, look at it, guys. It's at Destiny, that's what I take. Fuck it, I'd compare. I'm done. Fact of the matter is, Destiny is bigger than Phil by a fucking mile. Sorry for that random derailment, guys, I'm sorry. But it was a wee fun trip doing fucking Social Blade, fuck it. just gonna crack on with the fucking bingo already fucking behind. Sorry about that, guys.
Like, he's no giant podcaster. He doesn't have millions upon millions of views. But I guess he has a very vocal audience that makes him think that he's bigger than he is. You know, and more power to him. He's much bigger than me. Let him enjoy his audience or whatever. But the way that he answered that question was like, oh, if I'm going to give Phil an opportunity, he should be so grateful for this giant audience. Like, literally no one in Destiny's audience is anyone who I care about or would want to appeal to watch my content. The shit he puts out there, one day, just give you a whim. Again, you could like his content, that's fine. It's just not for me. One day, on a whim, I clicked on a Destiny stream. All right, he was live streaming. I just want to see what it is. I clicked on it, okay? And it's him with a bunch of people doing virtual date interviewing or something. It was the most shitty piece of garbage I've ever seen on the internet. And that's fine. I'm sure that's one piece of content he puts out. But I watched it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And I was like, I would never go back to this guy's channel. This is worse than the lowest of the low, bottom of the barrel reality TV schlock. And that's the kind of content he puts out. And I was like, no wonder when he wanted to come on my stream to talk about it's a buyer's market for cars, or whatever it was, he thought that this was like the biggest thing and everyone would be interested, maybe for his audience, right? You know what I'm saying? But for me and my audience, why on earth would I ever want to be on his content? That's the intellectual level of the shit that he puts out. That's the people who watch his shit. That's what they're watching. Like, wow, no. People who watch my content are not going to want to care about that. I would recruit 0 viewers being interviewed by that man. You understand? And again, there's a market for that. That's fine. Anyone who watches it, enjoy. It's not for me. It's not for my audience. Why would I want to interview with someone whose interview style doesn't match the style that I would like? And I don't think I'm going to gain anything to be interviewed by that guy. Right? Right?
Hold on, Phil, but you fucking said your audience wasn't the fucking factor. You said the point of you fucking doing this interview in the first place was to fucking reach out to the fucking wider public in general, the wider fucking common YouTuber, because your audience already fucking knows, apparently, the full story behind DSP Gaming. Your audience already fucking knows that all these slanderous things said about you are fucking lies. So your audience has fuck all to do with the interview in the first place, according to you. You're fucking retconning this fucking interview now to say, oh, it has nothing to do with my audience. It was never meant to have anything to do with your audience. Otherwise, you would have fucking just done an interview on your own goddamn channel and explained to your goddamn audience, well, these are lies, please believe me, that fucking shit. Jesus fucking Christ, nah. Phil wanted a bigger YouTuber's platform to fucking tell his own fucking sob story and trying to get people feel sorry for him, essentially. Oh, these evil detractors are saying mean things about me. They make it I'm a beggar and all that shit, and then we have literal fucking hours of video evidence of Phil begging profusely. It's not as if we can just made up those fucking claims. Phil is a fucking beggar.
Oh, by the way, now this is just a joke. LTG got interviewed by Destiny, and he's permanently banned from YouTube, so we see where that kind of stuff goes, don't we? That was a joke. I don't think that was a direct result. That's bullshit. I had to say it, because I've been thinking about that as a joke in the back of my head for a while. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Carliga did a $1 tip. Atomic Heart is hyped on Twitter and Reddit. Both games are neck and neck in top 10 sellers on Steam. I would love for you to start Atomic first. It's a shorter FPS. Once you finish One Piece or Hogwarts and move into Ishin. It'll be a 100-hour playthrough of an RPG anyway, so it can wait. Is Ishin that long? I was under the impression it's not like Yakuza. It's a little different. Maybe I'm wrong. I got $1 for the tip here. Late from Lady Charisma. As a resident VR enthusiast who got to try PSVR 2, it looks good, but reeks of older headset woes. With the MetaQuest being an all-in-one headset that can work for on a PC for $200 or less in the US, it makes me scratch my head. So, for me, the main issues I have with PSVR, number one, whenever I wore it on my head, it created, like, fog, condensation. Like, your breath would kind of get trapped in it, and it would make this weird condensation that would make you very uncomfortable, okay? In addition, it was kind of, I'll be honest, it was a little heavy. And I felt like after you wore it for a while, your neck would start to hurt a little bit. And then on top of that, there were games that made me sick to my stomach. Those are the three, like, hardware. Of course, we could also argue I couldn't get it to really work here in the office that well. It wasn't registering well. There was, like, issues with that. But for the most part, I would think those were the issues I had with it. The weight and the condensation issue was really annoying. I wonder if they've solved any of those problems. Or if all they did is they just upgraded the screen to be HD. And they made, you know, now instead of the two stupid PS Move glowing ball dongle things, now it's those two, like, it looks like gloves, right? Like punch controllers or whatever. But outside of that, did they improve anything else? Or is it all the same, right?
Nah, I've got to do it, guys. I've got to try and get a good thumbnail of Phil. Like, this looks like Phil pretending he's a boxer.
HD, and they made, you know, now instead of the two stupid PS Move.
So I need a good thumbnail of this, surely. Whoops, what I mean. Thought I was typing a different thing there. I thought I was using the arrow keys to go forward a frame, but I was up there for a second. Hold on. We need a good thumbnail of Phil just like shaking his wee piggy fists profusely. Yeah, Taco Zilla says preparing to fight Mike Tyson.
Things. Now it's those two.
Here we go.
Two, like, punch.
If I can get his fucking hands to stop being so blurry. Keep your fucking foofs still, Phil. That might be a good one. Right there, I'll do. Tough guy Phil Burnell. Here we go. This might be it here. This might be the best I can get it. I think I'll do. Phil's preparing for Street Fighter mod, yeah. This might be as good as I'll get. So yeah, I'll use that as a potential thumbnail.
Like gloves, right? Like punch control.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll see how that fucking goes. Hang on, hold on. I'm gonna check right fucking now. Fuck it. Get a wee website up. There we go. Please work. Good. It worked actually quite well. He's gonna fight you. He's gonna fight you for his right to beg.
Controllers or whatever. But outside of that, did they improve anything else, or is it all the same, right? It all comes down to the games, and so far I haven't heard a single game on the thing I want to play, so I'm not exactly sure why anyone would buy it. I'm just being honest. Okay. And a $1 tip. The other day you're going off and out doing things, but you say you had food delivered. Why not pick it up while you were out? What are you talking about? Whoever this is, I have no clue what you're speaking of. When did I say I was going out and doing things, but then I had food delivered? I don't even understand what that means. I never said that. Thanks for the $1 tip. Okay. Confusion. The land of confusion. Ban them? How do you ban someone who tips you $1 and is wrong? No, I won't ban them. I'll say there's a show for you. You should go over to Destiny's channel and watch his online dating show. Let me tell you, only the people with the highest IQs would watch that stuff. Like, that's like cream of the crop content. All right? Like, you definitely have to have a big brain mentality to be watching that. I'm sorry. Head over there right now and check it out. Totally not like, you know, shit I saw schlock on like MTV in the 1990s. Anyway. You see like Genesis? You're right. I do like Genesis. Great music. Ishin will be 20 to 25 hours. There's 14 chapters. It's a grind-heavy game, but you plan on doing main story and side stuff, then probably like 40 to 50 hours. Oh, man. Huh. Fandango to another $1 is a fair point. I'm biased because I like you. I would like to have enjoyed you two having a conversation. Oh, Destiny? Yeah. Again, there's some people you can tell they're compatible. I think I would probably last 5 seconds. All right, okay, take that back. 5 minutes. I'd probably last 5 minutes in a conversation with that guy until my brain, I got like a screaming headache. I gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just seems like there's people on different wavelengths in life, correct? There's one guy over here, there's one guy. I'm like, you know, I'm over here, he's over here. And some people can meld. It's like, wow, meeting of the minds is crazy. It's like worlds collide. It's weird. It's interesting. And there's other people who are like, they go like this. It's just like nails on a chalkboard. And I feel like that's what it would be. I totally feel like it would be nails on a chalkboard. Like, it wouldn't be compatible. It would be like rough, unentertaining. boring or just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It seems like everything he does is something I would never be interested in, and vice versa. I don't think I give two fucks about the content I put out, right? So how would we ever be compatible in an interview or anything? You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. And again, it's different judgments of the content. It's not, you could like the content. I go check him out if you want. I just don't feel like he's anything that I would be interested in any way, shape, or form, you know? And Dimes gifted another membership. Who got this one? Emir Smith. Congratulations to Emir. And that's another membership for the channel. Thank you so much to End Times. 477 and climbing. Thank you, thank you. Derek, apparently that Like a Dragon Ishin game from 2014 is a different game, from what I understand. And this is supposed to be like a follow-up or more modernized game in the same vein. Add the Gamer says, I got a membership you didn't shout out. It doesn't show in my queue. Did you click the button that says celebrate being a member? You should have a button or something that says I want to celebrate that I became a member, and then it'll pop up in the queue and I can shout it out. I can't just see when you actually join. I see when you decide to do that public announcement portion of it. But thank you for becoming a member if you did. I appreciate that. The Shark Girl said this is wrong. It's the same game, but one element has been changed. Oh, you guys know way more about this than I do, man. I never played the old one, so I don't know, the difference between the old and the new one. Guts, good to see you. He stopped by to say he was watching the Super Bowl stuff last night. He had a good time with it. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, the beer helmet was a mess. Derek, glad to have you back for more Hogwarts today. X Shooter, how you doing? I think it's about time to adjourn the podcast and get started with some Hogwarts. What do you guys think? Okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a very great level 1 podcast. I knew it would go a little long today. It always does when I come back from break, right? Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And, now what I'd like to say is, when you come...
Guys, brace yourselves. I'm just going to say that carefully. Prepare for some horrible mental imagery.
DSP Gaming. What I like about us and the content that I put out and the relationship we have is that it really does feel like a chill vibe, right? You can come here, and no matter what game I'm playing, no matter what we're doing, you can just sit back, and you can relax. And today, I hope that you fully have a great time here on DSP Gaming.
So, yeah, this is, did he not change the music? Did he not bother to change the fucking music from the Valentine's Day thing? This is 1.5 speed, remember?
All right, great. Now let's get ready. Let's get ready for some Hogwarts, everyone.
That was fucking nasty. Well, I did warn you guys. I did warn you.
Now that you're now reinvigorated and ready for relaxing, chill vibes on the stream, let's do this, right? It's always good to unwind a little bit before you get into gameplay. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's get set up here. Very good. I'm centered. Am I centered? I'm centered in the camera, correct? Yes, I am. Oh, cool. Thank you all. George Costanza just renewed his membership for 3 months, and he says, I threw up in my mouth. I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope that you go to the bathroom, you'll brush your teeth. It doesn't sound like a good...
Fuck me. He's getting roasted by his audience. Yeah, I threw up in my mouth. Just because of that fucking end screen. I don't think Phil's going to go on a break. He usually goes for like a wee bathroom break, but I think he's actually getting ready to fucking just start straight away. So I'm amazed that we've not hit fucking several of these fucking... We have 1 free space and my free snorts away from my 2nd free space.
Time. Throwing up in the mouth is not good, my friend. So yes, it is. Yes, this game, this Like a Dragon Ishin, is a remake of the 2014 game, but apparently some things have been changed and modernized. Okay. Do I like sandwich cookies? I've had them. I've had Nutter Butter. I've had Oreo. I've had grasshoppers. You ever had grasshoppers? Those are pretty good. I've had many different sandwich cookies. I haven't had one in a million years though. She just says we should have a St. Valentine's. St. Valentine's is over. We should have a St. Patrick's Day theme with rainbows and a pot of gold.
I'm starting to think I should add the word million. So somebody suggested before I should add just the phrase 1,000,000%. But there's no guarantee that Phil will always say that together. I have got percent on the card to be picked at some point. But I genuinely feel like the word, he says million a lot, I think. Whether it's in relation to like 1,000,000% or whatever. But million does seem to come up quite a fucking lot. It's something to kind of think about. But I might add the word million. It's a very easy way to check out, very quickly. You know the games would fucking end million. And I'll just type in podcast. We'll see how often million pops up, shall we? Very quickly. So I said it on the 13th, the 12th, the 11th several times, the 10th, the 9th, the 9th several times, the 7th, the 6th. He practically says million every single fucking day. I'm surprised how often it is, but million does seem to be quite a regular fucking thing that Phil says. I think every single podcast he said it. Is it million or millions? Both apply. Look, I've got it as million, but millions would count in my opinion. It's going to go to be meaningful. Who knows? Perhaps I might add million to the list. 6 million. Yeah, you've made me want to fucking watch that now. Fuck Barrett Wells. Hold on. Hang on. I need to fucking get it. Where's that being said? Where's the short? Where's the short? I need to see it.
Jesus!
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The bar's being raised.
One of my favourite ever YouTube shorts to ever fucking exist. It's just incredible to me. I fucking love that fucking shit, man. That is just too fucking good. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Yeah. I'll never get fucking fed up with that. As soon as I saw that in that on the live show, I was basically demanding just like stop everything he's fucking doing, make this a short right fucking now, get that shit made. And yeah, it's too good. It's too fucking good.
Well, St. Patrick's Day? When is that? That's next month. We'll do that next month. Swaggo Nino just did Swaggo Nino just renewed his membership for 20 months. Thank you for 20 months of support. And he says, I'm thoroughly disgusted. Thanks, you are welcome. That is my job, to get you thoroughly disgusted. At the Gamer, I am not about Marvel movies in any way, shape, or form. I don't even know anything about them. So there you go. And Time says, did I finish Odyssey? No, we just did the Memoria that was Marineford.
I should ask, sir.
Spectacular news! The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can. I hope you will come and see me.
Why? I wasn't ready to start playing. I'm not recording, and all of a sudden story elements are happening, right? Why did it do that? Why did it start playing story elements? I didn't even move yet. Okay. Anyway, no, I'm not about the Marvel movies. No, we didn't finish Odyssey. We finished Marineford, and basically we are heading into what appears to be the final story arc of the game, but we're not there yet. Okay. When released the Saints Row remake cost $100 million to make. That's $100 million wasted dollars. Very nice for them. Did I ever have Lunchables? Yes, I have. They're not very good, honestly. Are we ready? Now we can start. By the way, quick reminder, everyone. Since I am playing Harry Potter, no, I'm not. Since I'm playing Hogwarts, excuse me. Remember, we have our special goals for the day. If we hit $100 in tips on this stream, I will put on the Slytherin house hat just for this stream. And if we happen to hit our full support goal of $150, the Slytherin scarf, which I bought specifically just for this playthrough. Okay, so those will be put on if we do hit those goals. Fair enough? Okay. Now we can continue. All right, everyone, welcome back to the world of Hogwarts.
And he's recording for YouTube, his son of a bitch. We have one free space to tick off on the fucking card. We're still short, sadly, by several. We didn't get a free space for the Snorts. He didn't get 100 likes in time to blow bubbles before recording for gameplay. I'm surprised. There's a couple of things that you expect him to fucking say and do, which just didn't happen. It was like, we had no turbo nose. We had no him pointing at text. We had no prayer hands. He didn't even fucking mention the bubbles and lights go. That's bizarre to me. It's bizarre. But, yeah, the free space, I think, should go to no exaggeration, because that gives us a double bingo. So, it's sadly a bit of an underwhelming card because we're, 7 away? That is like, I'm surprised we only got 18 out of 25. Even with a free space. But, yeah, who knows? Maybe Phil cheated. Maybe Phil cheated and fucking knew what we were going to... some people are fucking convinced that Phil knows what's in the card and he doesn't want to say fucking win. Which is bizarre because it doesn't cost him anything. It costs me... If we win bingo, it costs me money. Because you guys get to fucking win, so who knows? Phil Burnell is fucking denying you guys a chance to fucking get money from me, I guess. So there you go, just 2 wee random bingo horns, because that free space, for no exaggeration, gives us 2 bingos for a diagonal line from top left to bottom right, as well as a second row across there. But yeah, it's sadly it is what it is, you know, that's the end of the game. Let's check, let's refresh the stream. Phil's on $28 before starting gameplay. Let's refresh this fucking stream and see how he's on there. 1 minute man's been him going, and he has 50 buckaroo, so he's wearing his gunner glasses. Fucking enough for that. Let's just get rid of that fucking shit. That's the future thumbnail. I'll be fucking Phil. Put him up. I'll fucking fight you for your fucking money. So yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for some DSP Bingo. I do appreciate everyone being here, keeping me right in the card, and especially you guys as well. The super chats was fucking crazy tonight. You guys are very generous tonight. I'm very appreciative of it, and the Evil Age as well for a very generous tip. So I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming by. I do hope you enjoyed yourselves anyway, even though it wasn't a full house, even though we didn't get that close, sadly, to FL 25 out of 25. I do hope you had a good time, and yes, I will be doing DSP Bingo tomorrow, because it's still a level 1 podcast to happen. And who knows, if we have time, might even check out a little bit of his fucking react. Who knows, we'll have to wait and see how we have our time. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, join me tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo if you want. Until then, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday, however you wish to spend it, and I'm going to catch you all later. So yeah, thanks again once again, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more Bingo. So yeah, I'm going to end things about all end things by playing Pixar Animation's Amazing Me video, Notorious PIG Contributions, one of my favourite wee fucking music videos of all goddamn time. So you guys, I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Wee!
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.